topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast.
Yeah.
Let me get myself together. Peace, everyone. We are back. We are back, man. We are hyped right now. Shout out to the world. What's good? We've been going for a minute. Solo Gems, you back?
Yeah. I've been away for a little bit, you know.
Since your birthday, man.
Yeah, I know. It feels good. to be back, you know.
Yeah, first time since your birthday, man. Mm-hmm. How you feeling?
Feel good. I mean, another year older, another year wiser, another year healthier. So I feel good. I ain't gonna lie. Like, been on my journey, but you know, been good.
Word is bond. Mm-hmm. Word is bond. That's dope, man. AD, what's good with you, my brother?
Yeah, what's good? What's poppin'? Chilling here with the cat. Know what I'm saying?
Mojito in the building.
Yeah.
In the temple on the craft. Shout out to the whole craft room, man. Shout out to the whole Podcraft. Shout out to the Rocketeers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to also the Royal Priesthood that's doing it up. We changed the name from Wind Down Wednesdays to Priesthood, to Royal Priesthood. Shout out to everyone in there, to all the moderators that's coming through. Name said happy birthday, player.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It was a couple weeks ago, but yeah, we still celebrating it all June.
Yeah, are we still in Gemini?
Nah, we not. We in the Cancers now.
Cancer, step up. Reborn, Rebizzle in the building. Peace, everyone. What's good to you, my brother Cooker the Grease? Name on the pod, highway driving from homework. No doubt, y'all coming in, experts. Yo, shout out to Lil Da Vinci. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Lil Da Vinci. Shout out to Dave Flores also. You know what I'm saying? Now shout out to Knowledge Born, who's been in, man. He's been in it, man. He's been doing great on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the brother, to the God. Shout out to Jody. She's always showing up. Southworth was good.
Jody's birthday should be coming up soon too.
Oh, she's a Cancer? Mm-hmm. Okay. Shout out to you, Jody. Cancer in the building. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other Cancers out there. You know what I'm saying? Pick all the days you want. So yeah, man. Shout out to everybody and coming through. It's been crazy. You know, shout out. Speaking of, I went on live. Right? I went on live. Was that yesterday? I was talking about the Woo last tour concert. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted me to get my Judge Wisely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fourth chamber and everything. But what was great is that me, Meth, we kicked it in the back. Everybody was dope. Everybody. It was like seeing your brothers for a long time, brothers. Right. Seeing everybody for I haven't realized how long I haven't seen everybody. Solo Jim, you was there. What you was catching?
I mean, you always
cool.
It was cool. It was fun. You know what I mean? I enjoy myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We were pressed for time. We was in 2 of the shows, and for my boys who came through, shout out to you. But I didn't see no Killer Mike or anything. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was the thing. But it was great because we got to see Blue Raz, who I named. Shout out to Blue Raz. I saw True Master. True Master is out there on tour. This is the whole family coming together. We haven't got Killer Army and Sons of Man. You know what I'm saying? And Shaheem to all just open up. Like one day that's going to happen. But shout out to Keitha also. We got the Beggar Clan. Everybody who was there to help push this brand. You know what I'm saying? Who was battling RIP to Holocaust. Shout out to Shabazz the Disciple. Everyone who was involved that was in the studio, you know what I'm saying? It was great to see everyone. Not everybody was there, but you had Blue Raz, and that was a take. That was a throwback. I felt good about that. You know, she did a whole intimate spot where she came on stage. It was something to behold. It was great. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, my brother, my main man. Yo, you might be the number one cat on here, man. I mean, Aurora Borealis is close, but Solar Fax is my brother right there, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Aurora and all the rest of the Rocketeers and the Craft Board. You know what I mean? The Craft Board. So, you know how that go. So, yeah, the show was great. Where did we go, Cello? What did I get? Oh, Alaska was great. I've been on the road a lot, you know. Chicago. A couple other dates. I forgot, man. It was so many. We kept moving, man.
Yeah. I mean, I was here, but yeah, you was moving around. I didn't go.
Yeah, but we going to Montana though.
I'm looking for a couple trips, but you know, it was cool. You know, what I mean, it's been good. You know, just been chilling, been working out. Feel good.
Yeah, you can tell I'm about to bust out of my skin right now. I'm so hype right now. You'll never catch Priest this hype. Shout out to Dave Flores. I see you in the building.
You are hype.
We are working on something great. Yeah. Lennox Lewis. Yeah, I'm like that. Like I feel like that. But yeah, man, like we was talking about before we came on. You know what I mean? I don't even know. I have to bring you in this easy, like, you know, drinking wine. Bring you into the ideas of the new album, the ideas of where we've been, how far we got, and where we going to. That's the genesis to the revelations, the travel of the Podcraft from the beginnings, from its intro to where we are at and where we are heading. We are stepping it up, AD, right?
Yep.
And this is high time now. Summertime. So I'm energized. I feel energized. How many of y'all feel energized by the sun? By just have that glow inside you. That summertime feeling of just being rejuvenated and feeling like love. You know what I'm saying? Just love in the air.
Summertime is the funner time.
Yeah, you can take it that way. Mighty House, I love you all. Yeah, this is a time of growth. You know, some of you go out there, y'all get your hormones, y'all don't even know what's happening. You get that feeling. The animals, they just go what nature tells them to do.
Hey,
Right.
They try to hit during spring or what, summer?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they trying to get, they are coming together.
Yeah.
First, the flowers are looking more beautiful.
Yeah.
Women are out dressing like flowers, brother. Right? They are. They wear their yellow, their orange, their bright blues, their baby blue. You know what I'm saying? Red.
Yeah, red. You can say pink. You know what I mean?
Again,
Yeah. Got a couple colors.
They're all blossoming right now.
Yeah, painting their nails.
Yep.
They said, I was going to go into where we learned that from, the paint of the nails and stuff like that. Yeah, so the smell of the fragrance of the natural, what do I say, the natural, you can't say natural cologne. You say where cologne come from, the natural blossom of the jasmine flower has teased my nose, my nostrils. The smell of summer is here.
Okay. Yep.
The grass is greener and the forest is.
And those distinct smells, they call them notes.
Wow, music.
If you ever go to like a place where they have perfumes and colognes, they'll say it has different notes of this, notes of that.
Right.
And we use notes in music.
Right. Come on, brother. Let's go back and forth. Music of the spheres.
Yeah.
We have also, besides notes, how many know that they call the color tones? So the skin tone or the tone is in the music of the spheres. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing because I feel harmony and harmony and sync.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Bye.
We in your season now.
Almost. Yeah, Cancer, right?
Well, yeah. Well, we're in summertime.
Yeah.
And Leo is the sign of the summer too.
Yes.
Middle of summer.
Yes.
But still, it's your season.
Yeah. There you go.
Season for the reason. You know, we starting early. I'm gonna put out a call to all the Leos. We starting. Sorry, Ken. We're gonna start early.
I mean, hey.
We'll put out my call to all the Leos out there. Let's start Leo season a little earlier. We ain't.
What y'all doing? So y'all taking July
22nd.
what?
July.
You're taking July 16th? You gonna go right there?
July, yeah. Well,
I mean,
18th, we gotta let them live.
Yeah,
July.
You want to? All right.
Those last bit they gonna have to become Leos.
All right.
Like, we coming through. Let this be known. We'll be the first sign that kind of house, and that's a Leo thing to do. Kind of house the sign behind us, and then we're gonna take those couple of days too. Okay. Y'all don't need those. You don't need that. What's that? The 20th?
Yeah, I think it's fair. Y'all can take like a week. Take a week off. You can take a week.
So we're gonna take the 19th. so y'all cancers from the 19th to August 23rd. Y'all nominated now. Y'all Leos.
Yeah, they might not like that, but hey.
Well, they have to deal with it. We come in. But it's when you want to be a Leo at this time. I mean, we share it together. Right. Next year we'll probably be Cancer.
Augustus was the Leo. Julius Caesar was the Cancer.
Oh, that's funny. Augustus, August. Julius Caesar.
Julius. And the Julius July is also the Yule. The Yule is the wheel. So King Caesar is king, Khazar. And then Caesar.
Khazar.
Yeah, Julius. So king, wheel king, it's the sun. Because the sun is the wheel and it's the king. So Julius Caesar is basically the sun worship at the same time.
The sun worship, yeah. Well, you have to know those things because in the ancient world, they all dealt with that. People get mystified. But like, no, you can't think of, let me say this. Let me look at the camera. You know, because we have songs and that's out there. People be like, man, Priest, man, that's going deep. A lot of people like that type of stuff. July 22nd is my birthday. Shout out to Jay Bland, my brother.
Jay Bland?
Yeah. You got to, oh man, is that picked up?
So we got a noise gate, so it may not pick up the car alarm. If y'all hear a car alarm, type in "I hear it" in the chat. Oh, it's gone now.
It's going now, but that was wild.
I was about to close the door.
That's all good.
Let me put my text down. When you think of the ancient world, because a lot of people like going there, especially on here, they go to the ancient world. You have to think as they did back then. A lot of people are pushed on this 21st century, right? This idea into there when they wasn't even thinking about that. They was thinking about a whole different world. It was easy. Like gods were nothing back then. I mean, everybody had gods. Back then in the ancient time, and that's what I talk about in some of the music. So back then, ancient times, you wasn't crazy when you come up and make an image of a god,
right,
or a deity that you believed in. It could be just a stone, but that's what they did. The Greeks and the Romans did it. We can go all the way back to Horus. They did it. The Mesopotamians did it. Sumerians did it. The Babylonians did it. So there wasn't far-fetched when they did green creatures and things like that. That was nothing back then. That's how they thought. Not like how you think today, but that's how they thought. And then we try to interpret it like, oh no, this is no, that's what they said. That's why, shout out to Hootie. That's why when he was building, you gotta be able to see what they see, how they felt, how the world was. Not how you think today. How we think today is totally different. It was common. And just like they would trip out if you could have internet, they have to think, imagine us without the internet now.
We wouldn't be live, that's for sure.
See how you think? But we did. There was a time when we didn't have internet, AD.
Yeah. I can't even believe that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that was a different time.
You on tour, Michael? James Brown and them on tour. They on tour. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was like, yo, you get that call, you have to be there at a certain time. So people were more serious about where they had to be. You had to be at that place.
Oh yeah, of course. You see that?
And then science came, and the anthropologists. I don't know, they're anthropologists right there. Like, what were they digging bones back then? Think about it.
Right.
Another thing, in fact, we had beepers. Well, they had to do something to get in touch. I know they didn't have no homes. They didn't have no home, something with their home screen on it. Stuck in the net. Yeah, exactly. The forest, nature was the original internet. You need something to tell the story of this gigantic planet you on. The starries.
Yeah.
It's in the stars.
Yeah.
Starry. What else go with star? Starries.
Anytime you have stir at the end of a name, like
yeah, you know the story.
Like monster.
Yeah, don't star me up.
Good point.
History.
Gangster.
History.
Yeah.
That's why Gangstar was actually a smart name.
Yeah. Stars. You got there's a lot of other stars. Give me anything with a star. Mist. Oh, the Mist Star. Mystery. And that was it. Oh, I missed that story. If you missed that story, then you're like, damn.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Braxis 2 come out, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Priest for 90K. Shout out. Hold up. We had 90,000.
That's fire.
We had 90K subscribers 10K ago. Yeah, my
once we hit that 100,000, you get a plaque, Priest.
Hey man, listen, I'm humble, and listen, let's go on for that 100K. I remember when we first got into this, me and AD were happy, solid, just to get 20 people to look, right?
Yeah,
20 people, and this was during COVID, a little bit before, but it was like, yo, we got 10 people watching.
Right.
Yo.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, AD, it's going to build up. It's going to build up. It's going to build up. People don't even know how I used to talk. We used to always build a lot, but no one ever knew that I actually have a voice.
Yeah.
I talk because I rarely said anything during the clan days. In the studio, you got that clip of me talking, but that was rare.
Right.
I remember one interview we did, this guy was like, I was so scared. I didn't even want to say anything because I was like, damn, they ready?
Right.
So I would always play the background. Like, nah, I don't talk to these cats. He's tripping me out.
Yeah.
And I'll be in the back. I was like, nah, man, because, we start talking about crazy stuff, aliens, and, like, what does he talk? What? They wasn't even ready, but they ready for it now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way though. You know what I mean?
Word.
No, on some real. I mean,
I've
always described myself as somebody that don't need the spotlight.
For now.
Nah, but I don't need it though. That's the key word.
You give it one more year, you're gonna have your own podcast.
Oh yeah, I think I'll be bigger than that.
For real.
But look,
why you put laughter on it? You keep that word.
It's true.
Dope, solo.
But real talk. No, I'm being real. I think I don't need the spotlight to feel validated in my heart. I feel like knowing myself, knowing who I am. You know what I mean. Wherever I speak, I keep it truth, and I keep it real, and that's what I live by. So I resonate with that. I don't need to be in front of everybody and need that to feel soaked in. I feel soaked in with myself.
I back you up on that. That's 100%. That's 120% factual. Solo is not about being in the forefront. Always been like that. And a lot of people you wouldn't think that people listen to you.
Yeah.
But you never know.
No,
Like I told her, because you're not trying to speak to be heard. Like you'll say one little thing. Like your voice is like a voice that I used to have when they used to make us dance in front of the. I don't know if they do that, do that no more. But you know when your parents and stuff, and they make you dance in front of the family and stuff like that.
I had to play the piano.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we had to do the embarrassing thing. Mom come up there, she make you do something, whatever talent. Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Right.
And I was so embarrassed because I'm never going to outbeat Marcus. You know,
Right.
shout out to my nephew because he just had this whatever. You know what I'm saying? He whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I can't do that. Let Marcus took over that part. You know what I'm saying? So I would just be in the background and be like, nah. But I'll talk to Mark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
No, I felt that.
you was in the background. You never really you don't do that. But if they hear you what you really about, and I won't blow it up, but when they hear what you really possess, it's gonna be a jewel for them.
Oh yeah.
But they have to listen to catch solid. And I'm not bigging this up, yo. Like a couple of times, they just gotta listen to you. That's it. If you sit down, you listen to Cello, you're gonna hear some stuff, yo. He do poetry and everything, and it's in him. Not like just trying to be, but it's just when you build.
Right.
Spell.
Yeah, it's real. I mean, it's natural. I mean, the light always gonna shine. You know, that's the real talk. I mean, when I walk in my light. I said this too, like in a little video. You know, people can see you when you walk in your light. You know what I mean? I don't have to show you that I'm walking in my light. I can just, you know, whatever I'm doing, whatever my actions show, that's what it is. You know, I keep it real. You know what I mean? You don't see what goes on in the darkness, but you know, when I walk in my light, that's real talk. You know, so I feel. No, but that's what it goes into my birthday too. Like it feels like, you know, I'm coming into myself, and you know, life has taught me a lot, and you know, I've been a little bit deeper with my philosophical side and my more like comedy side, and like just speaking that into existence. So because I'm really entertaining, I keep it relaxed. I keep it cool. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean, I go see what I see.
Yeah. Also, he's an expert on anime. Put me up on, and I started out watching Dragon Ball Z, but your anime game is crazy. And how it affects life now. AD, you ever start with anime?
Yeah.
There are super worlds that talk about things, and it's ill. Because I got back into it. I started watching
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. I binge. Let me say that right. I binge watched it, and I was like, man, the thoughts of these cats. Let me tell you something about Japanese. They hold on to the culture of the super world. The super world, the super world is that they capture that and they hold on to it traditionally, and they just go in. Man, it's deep.
Yeah,
it's beyond medicine, Western medicine, Western thinking.
Yep.
They look at to the body and really want to go into it. Of what's the metaphysic body of you, like
Right.
What's the double meaning of your body, like India, the higher self. We use those words. I'm gonna let you take it away because I want to hear some of this anime. Like the metaphysical, the strong part of you.
Yeah.
The double, we use those words. Like we drink, I want to say it's their tea, but we drink the matcha and we drink the what's the name, but we don't really know the science behind it.
Right.
Why are we drinking this tea? What it giving us this feeling? But the use of the metaphysical world and those animations. Anime is the anime world. For those who know the world of the anime.
Yeah, no, I like what you said. Like one thing I learned about anime, and something that you kind of just said it too, is key word was high, you know, your higher self, right? And I always look at anime like that in terms of, look at the main characters. If you look at the main characters, all they're trying to do is reach their highest self, their highest peak, their highest thing, but it's forever going. Think about Super Saiyan, right? This is a good example because Super Saiyan is easy,
best.
right? Super Saiyan is the epitome of your higher self, right? Now, look, there's a step beyond Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? Gohan learns it first, but Goku shows you in the Buu Saga. You know, he ascended past his higher self. Yeah. I could go all day about it, but like, you know, and then he turns.
Let's walk it down slow. I wish we had some. Yeah. Let's walk it down really slow.
Yeah, no, I mean, we look at the anime, right? Like Super Saiyan, the first Super Saiyan is, you know, that's your original highest self, right? That's the peak of Saiyans. It's supposed to be. Then there's the Super Saiyan Ascended. You know, we call that Super Saiyan 2, and he even achieved something to go even further beyond, which was Super Saiyan 3, right? Now you could even tap into Super Saiyan gods, right? You know what I mean? That's when you start, you know, getting to that god level, god tier type of, like, you know, a peak of yourself, you know, and then he goes beyond that again. It's like, it's crazy. But it's your higher self is always going to be, I look at it as there's always steps and further beyond to improve your higher self, you know what I mean? There's always more to look at, more to like achieve, you know what I mean? Because you could be walking in your light, you could be in your highest self, but there's much more things for you to be, you know, even stronger, or even however you want to take the lesson, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I'd say that with all anime, like One Piece does it, Naruto does it, I could go all day with it. Yu Yu Hakusho, that's one of my favorites. So I think they always trying to achieve their highest self. Ultra Instinct, yeah, I forgot about that one.
So a lot of facts.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's like all that type of, it's always something to achieve. There's always something in you that you gotta look deep with inside. You know what I mean? Because we all have that power.
Right.
You know.
I like the way they do that too, because you start to see the glow. Let me say, I'm Brother Glow also. You start to see the glow. And the glow is always in them. Now, I'm going to ask you this question while we building too, because I have some questions about the Prince of the Super Saiyan.
Oh, okay.
And I want you to talk about that. Because, all right, Super Saiyan, whoever don't know what Super Saiyan is, when we're talking about Dragon Ball Z, you can look it up. It's sad because the person who wrote that died, just like the Fist of the North Star. When it was, I think, the Fist of the Dragon or something like that. But he passed away.
Yeah, he passed away. Yeah. The name is, I'm gonna butcher the name. I don't want to butcher the name. Yeah. Koshimoto? Not Koshimoto. Koriyama. The Koriyama. That's Koshimoto. Yeah, Koriyama. I'm saying it wrong, but yeah. He passed away last year. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Yeah, he made one of my favorites.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Which one he made?
He made Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z,
Koriyama. Toriyama, yeah, there, Toriyama. No, I'm saying it.
Toriyama.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? What? Say it again, what was the...
In the mythos, when the author passes away, with the story, I don't want to get too deep on that. Well, we stay in there because the story continues. Yes. Somebody else going to take it, you got to push it further or whatever. But when we talking about levels of Saiyans, because this is why that's why I said that they would give Superman a problem. Superman gets his energy from the sun, right?
Yes, Superman gets his energy from the sun.
His name is El. What's his original name?
Kal.
Kal. El is the Canaanite god, right? So
you also have the word Ka.
Ka. Shout out to Ka Zodiac.
So you have Ka and then El.
And then what does Ka mean? Ka. Yeah, go to the text.
I don't want to butcher it.
Yeah,
but.
Let's go to the text. This is a breakdown. This is kind of crazy, yo. I'm looking back. Shout out to my man DJ Guam. We're gonna come see you soon, my brother.
Double
Take me to the ocean.
Double or a vital essence.
Right, okay.
It's an ancient Egyptian concept of the soul.
Yeah, the soul is Ka. Hold on.
Soul man.
This is the word. Like the Ka is the body, right? It's, remember it was a breakdown to it. Ra, Ka, Ba is the, y'all know, but it's a breakdown to it because you can look at the Ka. The Ka is like that. That's how I remember things. Some things like that. But there's another word, ka. Is it Merkaba? It's myrrh. Yeah, myrrh. Okay. Okay, myrrh, I think it's a spirit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know all of it. But myrrh. So myrrh, ka. Go ahead.
Oh, wait. Where am I going with this?
Oh, we were talking about L.
Okay.
Superman L.
Okay,
His name is L.
Superman.
These stories are passed down, bro. They just, and that's why I say in the ancient world, they saw these deities as themselves or even higher.
Yeah.
They believed in this. This is how that world was shaped. It was there. It wasn't, they said, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fire coming from heaven. But we here now, we know wars, and we just had crazy stuff that's coming out from the sky that we can press on a button and it can go all the way from here, all the way to Kuwait and fall on them.
Yeah.
If you told them that, you either a magician or an evil sorcerer or anything. Because if you look at 300, they spoke in parables like that. But back to the program at hand. Tuning in back to where we at. Super Saiyan. And the different levels of bodies that they have.
No, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's a good point.
Go ahead, break it down.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, because this is almost like giving a Dragon Ball lesson. But I mean, I can start with Super Saiyan because the Super Saiyan is the legendary Super Saiyan, right? Well, we're not gonna go on that guy, but this history says is a power level that's achievable called Super Saiyan, right? This Vegeta talks about this the whole Frieza arc, right? He when Goku first shows up, I will never get it because this is something that's in the anime. Goku first shows up and he instantly knows Goku's different. He's on a whole nother stratosphere of power, right? So because Vegeta wants to dream. Vegeta always wanted to dream.
Explain to us who Vegeta is.
Vegeta is the Prince of all Saiyans. His planet got blown up. He's one of the last Saiyans left with Goku, right? And obviously Goku's son, right? So Vegeta is supposed to be king. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too deep about the whole Dragon Ball Z. This is not a Dragon Ball Z lesson, right. But at the end of the day, Goku. Goku's his rival. You know what I mean? And Goku's supposed to be a lower class warrior. He's not supposed to be like this general or anything in the Dragon Ball Z world. The Dragon Ball Z world, the hierarchy is I'm the prince. I should be the strongest. Right. The king is the strongest of them all. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be the hierarchy of the Saiyans. You know what I mean? But Goku, you know what I mean, wasn't. He was born on Vegeta, the planet. He got sent to Earth. He never knew nothing about his lineage, right? So
lost in the wilderness.
Yeah, but he only achieved Super Saiyan. This is deep. He only achieved Super Saiyan after he met his ancestors in not ancestors, but his peoples. You know what I mean? Because think about it. Goku was already strong. He was already strongest on the Earth. It wasn't until he met other Saiyans is when he learned and achieved Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? If you want to get that deep about it. But yeah, he became a legend, and then Super Saiyan Ascended was literally achieved by his son. So that was supposed to be a passing the torch type of lesson. But I want to ramble.
Check this out. How many times have you felt like that, or you had that type of feeling when you come into somewhere and this person is there? It's already set up, but you got a talent that no one knows about, just you,
right?
And you come up into a place and you kind of they get offended. They don't want you to shine. Yeah, because you might overthrow their king or something like that, and you have a natural. You're not even looking to overthrow, but you have this natural gift.
Yeah.
I come not take me to your leader, but I come as lost as just a beggar or lost in the wilderness, happy to learn this technique or be a part of the family. But then the king, like, no, stop him. This is ancient stories.
Yeah.
But they play a part, like allegory, to our life.
I agree. I think that's I'm not saying that's human nature, but
Right.
a lot of times that's
Michael
what
Jackson
happens.
said that.
Yeah, I mean that is in a way, like, I mean, even like I talk about Dragon Ball Z, like Goku had to still fight his own enemies in his own battles, right? To even achieve the power level, and Goku didn't have a clean slate of just washing everybody on Namek, right? Like he got beat up a couple times, right?
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, real talk, yeah, he got beat up a couple times. Frieza was whooping his ass before Super Saiyan, but when you achieved it, obviously Goku's clear stronger. But I'm just saying though, nothing's ever clean, nothing's never ever like perfect. That's something I take in with my own life. Nothing's ever perfect, you know. And I always see myself. There's always room for improvement. Even Goku knew that, right? Goku didn't master Super Saiyan when he first learned it. He got the power, but he didn't master the form. You know what I mean? That's the whole Android arc, right? So, you know, you gotta master yourself every single day, even when you are aware of what you know, what you possess. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to hold that in your soul, hold that in your key, and make that better. And not everybody's gonna, you know, see. Not everybody might see that way. You know what I mean? They might be like, I want you to be there now. It's like, nah, things take time and progression of what you know and what you can hold power on. Even me, I have a time when I'm like, okay, I can articulate things a little bit better, but you know, I mean, I'm trying to do that every day. Be patient with me. But like, you know, at the same time, you know, it's, you know, that's the journey of life. Things just don't happen right away. You got to learn how to be patient with life instead of feeling rushed, because that's what society has started to push. I don't want to get too deep about that, but yeah, real talk. No, but that's what society push on to people. You know, we feel like things have to come like this in a hurry up. You know what I mean? And that's not really how we should be going out. Some people got to take their time. Some people could go after it, and that'd be fine, and they'll run into the wall and make their mistakes too. But at the same time, we all have to learn to be patient and not be so impulsive with ourselves. We gotta learn to hold key with whatever we got and what we possess. And time is, we're gonna progress, you know what I mean? I'm 29. So I mean, I look at my life like that. Like, you know, of course you wanna be in different stages of your life. And you wanna be like, oh, how come this is not happening now? Well, sometimes things happen at the right time, and you gotta just let, you know what I mean, God take control of that will in yourself, you know what I mean? And you possess the power, and you know what powers you possess. You just gotta learn how to master that skill. The avatar state. I could, yo, man.
No, don't stop. This is where we doing this at. This is where we doing this at. This is that time. We in the summer. The energy is from the sun is here, so might as well go in.
Yeah.
Good.
No, avatar state. I mean, because I don't want to go all, because I know not everybody watches anime like that, but like
they have to get used to it.
But the avatar state, you know, the avatar has to master all four nations, all four bending styles: fire, water, earth, and air. And you know, he has to learn the whole all those nations, the bending elements, and for him, he also has to master the avatar state, the power that he possesses. You know what I mean? Nobody else possesses that power.
Right.
And you know, it's good because it all comes into one when he's in the avatar state. But he has to master all those elements to even get to that form. You know what I mean? But the key thing is he possesses all those powers. That's the thing. So
look at our life. Like look at the steps we have to go through. Right. To get to where we have to get to. Each step we try to master. We get knocked down, where we have to get up. Right? So see, there's jewels in all of these things. We have to be able to get up to get to the next step, which is meeting ourself again.
Right.
Meeting our higher self, meaning that version of us. Without meditation, is we have to get there, and our higher self meets us again to pull us back up out of the grave. Yeah. In the body of death, which is here. But now we be able to see in anime. They show these things. You can't. Sometimes somebody said something about the myth. We are the myth. Sun Ra said that. We are the myth.
Mm-hmm.
We're the story that you don't see because you don't add the story to us.
Mm-hmm.
That deserves a bomb right there.
Yeah.
But, thank you. Thank you, AD. We are the myth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love.
But we do exist. Sun Ra said that when he was playing, and John Coltrane, when they was playing, closing their eyes, blacking out, turning jazz into some type of, you can talk on this, turning into the heavenly chambers. He was played to his, no, he blowed to his, he bled somewhere. I've heard his fingers bled or something like that.
Mm.
You heard about that, AD?
No, Coltrane?
Yeah, I heard Coltrane. Check him out, y'all. I mean, this is not coming from me. I heard Coltrane they made a church out of him.
Mm.
He reaching his Super Saiyan.
Mm.
The Super Saiyan is where we all trying to meet, reach. The story goes, there's always musicians there before you, but when you come in, you bring something. Rakim said, I came in the door, said it before. Before him, everybody was going, raw, shut up. This is my house, I'll slap you down. You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to rap.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, right.
I'll choke you up. It was big. They were monsters.
It was hippity hop. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was. And then you had LL, you had Run DMC.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a beat.
Right.
I'm not gonna do it off the J Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded good.
Put me in the back. Larry, he started rhyming like this. Record came down to the bone. This microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Larry put me in. You don't even know who's Larry. Larry Lovebug. Boom, boom.
Mm.
I'm DMC and the place to be I went to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, wow. They didn't have to be, this is it. The beginning of hip hop. This is it. Shut up. Disco. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Punch you down. I'm dangerous.
Yeah.
I came in the door. He said it before. He never let the mic magnetize him no more.
Mm-hmm.
Things change like that. Shout out to Dave Forrest, man. I see you said the Braxis 2 shirts out now. Go get it. Yo, Braxis, if we talking like this, wait till you see Braxis.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Braxis 2 shirts out now. Hurry up and get yours before they are all sold out. That's right. No doubt. On a happy birthday, Jody. Oh, it's Jody's birthday. El Bragantino, shout out to the brother. He hit me up, said Solo Gems, Solo Wise, like he's 70 years old. Yeah, man.
Oh,
now y'all getting to hear him. Y'all don't get to hear his music, but y'all get to hear him talk and build on these subject matters. We don't touch them a lot. Why? People scared of them. They get spooked out. No, you got to be able to relate to the youth. Or we lost. All the old talk. Dude, that's the way I like to do it.
Nah, but you know,
how's it? You can't relate. You can't talk with nobody. You can't have that. What if I said I don't want to ever get on the internet? I'm gonna use my calculator.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, things. How can I say this?
Say it how you
I'm
want.
trying to figure out. Yeah. I mean, look. I mean, I'm not trying to be wise when I say this. I just say I speak the truth from my heart. And that's always how I've been. You know what I mean? Growing up. You know what I mean? So sometimes, you know, it's something I'm learning to get more comfortable with. Is like when people don't like what I have to say. You know what I mean? Because I hold back a lot sometimes because I understand people have feelings. You know what I mean? But you know, sometimes you got to hear some level of truth or whatever. And you know, I believe that if you disagree with me, that's fine. You know what I mean? But ask this question on why you do. Is it because you just don't believe, or is whatever how you feel? But at the end of the day, like whatever I talk is my experience. You know, like I can't relate to everybody, but I understand other people's perspectives. You know what I mean? I understand that everybody's been brought up differently, but I only can see what I see. You know what I mean? I lived a different life than all of y'all, to be honest. And you know, some people can't, you know, probably see that. So, but I try to give my advice best I can. You know, it's okay to walk in your light and not throw a shadow over it. You know, a lot of times, you know, people might say something good or something encouraging, but we will always rather listen to somebody that is throwing shade or darkness. You ever notice that? You know what I mean? Most times when people talk and they talk the truth or anything that's good, anything light, you know what I mean? We got to like sprinkle it, you know, but if it's something that's feeding into the world badly and negatively, we love that. You know what I mean? We entertained by it. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I think when I talk my truth, I just say, yo, man, I mean, I understand there's a lot of problems in the world. I understand there's everything like that. I believe in world peace. I just know it starts with the person and not myself. I mean, I can start with myself and be peaceful, but I know other people got to be in their own peaceful self to absorb the world peace thing. You know what I mean? Not everybody's there and nobody has that agenda. So, you know what I mean? We're doing the uphill battle, but I do believe it's achievable. It's just, you know, we have billions of people here.
Man.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, you got to look at it. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
See, when you hear, look, for the first, a couple of times we have done it, but now we're doing it again. Once you listen to the youth, that's the problem with the world, because you got the president doesn't listen to the people. Yeah. What the people want. Well, they said a wise king.
That's a whole other thing, right?
Huh?
No, I was going to say, that's a whole other thing. The president
just ordered the Navy to hit the borders of Haiti. Well, you have to know and feel, a real leader knows what's going on with the followers or the congregation or the people if he's a leader. You have to be able to understand that the heirs are coming up. This is the step as we're going into, and going back to the Super Saiyans and stuff like that, achieving, but you have to be in tune with the people, and you have to be able to read the room also.
That's real. Yeah.
You have all these books and can't even read the room.
Yeah.
That's bad. Because you have to have discernment in knowing these things and trusting your discernment.
Yeah.
Okay. That's real talk.
Yeah.
So with your stories, I get this. That's the discernment. I'm looking at the deeper meaning. People like to stay on the surface, but there's always beneath the surface. There's always something to be beneath the surface that there's a hidden meaning in it.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch cartoons as kids. Girls be coming in. You already know. And I'm not just trying to talk about ladies, but if you got a boyfriend and he's playing, you know, he's into something, and I don't want to say.
No, you good. You good.
Some people may be. You have some people that want to sit down. Shout out to the ones who want to understand you more. Shout out to the people that want to understand the people they're with more, who want to understand the mind state of the person you with or the people you're around more, and then sit down and go into your world with you in order to make understanding more clear.
Can I elaborate?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say, because I want to. You gotta. That's why my saying, I always love my saying, you got to go deeper to find treasure. You know what I mean? You can't just, you know, there's no just look at yes, it's nice looking at the water and at the beach, you know, but if you want to find treasure, if you want to find that thing, you got to go deeper in the water. You know what I mean? You can't be afraid of it because, what if I don't find nothing? You never know what you might find. You know what I mean? You just got to go deep within yourself. I'd say go deep within yourself in that first. You know what I mean? But before you start thinking deep about everything, go deeper with yourself. Understand what you haven't healed from. What relationships have you not mended? You know, there's a lot to like look at with yourself first. Right. You know what I mean? Then feed into the world. Then think about what you think really matters. What really really matters in your life? What's the things that really have the best interest, best thing for you? You know, so it's achievable. You just got to go further. You know, you got to go further in yourself. You know what I mean? People don't like going that far. They like staying to the surface because I got wounds, I got pain. You know what I mean? No, we gotta have to like address the pain. You know, you gotta address it. You know what I mean? You don't want to just get it infected and you got to chop your hand off. That's kind of wild. But yeah.
Well, that's the world we live in. We live in a state of a world that pushes out fear and lock you into a solitude state where dementia, and they can come with answers such as medicine. Their medicine is garbage, trash. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you need it, what I'm saying, walk with me through, because I don't want to. I'm gonna put out this
No, I agree. No.
reality. If you need their medicine, it's good as a stepping stool, because some people have anxiety, or you may be dealing with something that make you, a little cool. But you use that just to build up whatever you have, to your own engine. I'm just saying, use what you got.
Yeah.
They keep it going. I'm not trying to say Eastern philosophy, and we're still going to stay on the subject. We're going to stay on this Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Because what is the Super Saiyan? Eastern philosophy, what I want to say before I lose it, they want to know about the body, the points. You have points. You ever went to a doctor and they go, you want to see this is your point here, the point there. If I touch this will move. That's what the Eastern philosophy or medicine does. They're more interested about your body. Over here, they're more interested about the product and keeping you quiet.
Yeah.
So just like the Eastern now, the animation comes from over there. They have a different take. Look at our cartoons.
Yes.
And look at theirs. Look at the philosophy in theirs and look at ours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. He wow. Bugs Bunny was off the hook.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny don't kill. Listen, they're knocking your heads out, putting guns in your mouth, blowing you away. It's funny. They were funny.
Yeah, they were.
They were dropping dynamite. The poor Coyote could never catch the
Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, he never could catch the Roadrunner. I couldn't stand the Roadrunner. I'm not going to front. I couldn't stand, because he always slipped through it. But when you look at anime AD,
Yep.
they hit you with philosophy and knowledge. Yeah, this dumb you down. It was funny, but it's more better when you watch if you high. If you want shrooms or something.
Oh, yeah, that takes me back.
Colors and stuff, you be like, yo.
Yeah. No, that is funny.
Good night, sleepy rabbit.
Yeah.
It was the one with the bald-headed scientist, whatever he was. I think he dropped ether, and they was like, they were running slow motion. And Bugs Bunny jumped, and good night, he was sailed down the stream.
Yep.
But then he gonna do the monster. He had no hands. If you ever saw this one. Yeah, he funny, man. I'm not gonna front. Bugs Bunny was funny.
Bugs Bunny was funny.
But he was brutal.
Yeah.
He gonna have the man singing to the top of his lungs, right? He gonna take his hand out the glove standing there, man, like, till he turned red.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I think
Dragon Ball Z be like,
well, they drop. That's the thing with anime.
Yeah.
Because anime will drop something that really, like, you listen to characters. Like, that's why people, I understand why people don't watch anime, because they think it's like a cartoon. I understand that. But if you listen to when characters speak, right, it's really the human experience that you get from character. Like Vegeta, I can use Vegeta as a great example.
Yeah.
He's a prince. People don't remember that part of it. They always be like, oh, why is Vegeta doing this? Why is Vegeta doing that? He's the one that keeps spreading that. This is my Saiyan pride. This is my Saiyan spirit. He keeps saying it. He says it through the whole show. You know what I mean? And nobody gets it because everybody's humans. Goku was raised on Earth. You know what I mean? So nobody understands what that means, right? But he's the one that keeps saying, no, this is our heritage. Goku does it all the time. You know what I mean? All the Saiyans did it, right? But like, you got to look at your heritage and everything like that. But anime is about like, yo, man, it's philosophy. It's It's feelings, it's emotion, it's thoughts, it's you know, because we all trying to achieve something in ourselves and our purpose and our passion. So that's how anime cuts deep. With cartoons here, no disrespect, because there is some funny cartoons. We're more about lighthearted. We have a little bit of a dark humor within it. There's dark humor, especially when I was growing up. I mean, I think it got a little bit lighter now, but like dark humor, violence, sex, all that type of stuff is more like into cartoons now. You know what I mean?
Cartoons are more designed for the kids, but anime is designed for a larger age range.
Yes, that is a definite fact. Yeah, and I think cartoons they're trying to change now.
Yeah.
But then they're still not on the level of what anime is. I mean, anime still is like I'm pretty sure you could talk about anime if you're an anime fan. You could talk about any anime and they would talk about what's their favorite, you know, what type of stories they like, you know what I mean? There's animes about everything. There's shonen, which is battle shonens, and then there's romance animes. I'm not really too deep in those, but there's animes for everybody. But they touch on a lot of adult topics, you know what I mean? Where cartoons, I think, yeah, it's fun for the kids, you know what I mean? But they do a little bit more Western type of like humor and censorship. You know what I mean? We do a lot of censorship with our kids. It's kind of like, which is good in a way, but we kind of expose them to a lot of other stuff. It's crazy. We talking on a bunch of topics that like, yeah, it's there's a balance what we do, but we kind of like, we hurt our kids in a way with some cartoons we have, but hey.
Which anime is closest to like a Mortal Kombat?
A Mortal Kombat?
Where there's like fight scenes that are like similar to like a Mortal Kombat type of style.
Like bloody and gory like that?
Yeah, not just bloody and gory, but like there's some type of fight choreography, like almost like a karate movie, but it's animated karate.
Let me think.
Ninja. Or
I've always think of more old school anime. When you say stuff like that, I think of old school.
Fist of the North Star.
Probably that. I would say Yu Yu Hakusho would be another one I like.
Why?
Because I like Mortal Kombat. I like fight scenes. I like seeing Bruce Lee, style movies. Yeah. The choreography is what's interesting. Even seeing The Matrix.
See all that heavenly glory that you talk about, AD.
Yeah.
You missed the one little jewel. That's what Bruce Lee would be saying. Yeah. No, because you like the style. Yeah. The whole thing for them was the science behind it.
Yeah.
So they were the better they get, the less they fight. Until they was almost not even, you wouldn't even know.
Like Jackie Chan. Because Jackie Chan was using props, he was ducking things, he was fighting in a way that almost looked like a dance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it was very clever. A lot of clever, exactly. It's choreography, but still it was very clever choreography.
Then you could come in with the Zodiac, because they were doing monkey techniques, like the monkey style, and they would do the tiger.
The drunken style.
Yeah, drunken style. No, sign. Yeah. Probably half man beast. It would be drunken style, because you act.
Yeah.
But then you have the dragon technique, and then you have the leopard. A lot of the ones I saw showed the horse technique. A lot of people don't know about the horse. Yeah, horse technique. The 7 Grandmasters. Yeah, the 7 Grandmasters, and it was called, when he did 2 snakes from the grave, it was called the 7 Commandments of Kung Fu. Those are rare ones. I think that was a playoff of the 7 Grandmasters. They had the same masters in it, and they were always on this journey. And we're gonna get back to you because here is the thing. How many times have we? Because we always on a journey, right? I think that's what life is. And then they kind of give us the obstacle, like be here this time, throw offs and stuff like that. They give us that. What would you call that? Distractions or appointments? If you don't be there, you don't get paid.
Yeah, certain obligations.
Obligations. That's it.
Certain
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean by that.
Yeah, but you still on it, because the number one thing is health, right? Here, just on this part. But then you have to build your spirit up. Like the thing that's inside you that keeps your will turning. Keep going. Give me a second.
Yeah, good.
Determination. The will to get up and to move on.
Yeah.
Right? So you no longer at that, when you get that will to keep going and keep pushing and keep pushing. But you need your health to do that, to help you out with that. You know what I'm saying? So you feed the body, but sometimes we don't feed the soul. Those things, when you go up into the science of the Super Saiyans, is to show you how great the self that you didn't get to yet, which is your higher self, which is the Saiyan.
Right.
Right? See, they show all the disciples with glows around them.
Right.
That's the Saiyan. That's your aura. When people get to see it, like that, man, you shot it. It was so ill that they painted it in there. Shout out to Nephtali. I see you in there. We passed. We touched on the Anunnaki a little bit. The Anak. I want to show you something on that too.
Yeah.
Shout out to my sister Nephtali. You know, and greatest obstacles you go through, the more you have on your table, in your head.
Yeah. It's
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it's great to be. See, this is what I've learned. You know, shout out because I kind of made this video. It's you know, people don't know this. I know it's a little thing, but it's men's mental healthness. You know what I mean? Let me say it right. Men's Mental Health Month, right? That's the. You know, nobody talks about mental health for men, but like, I do believe it's about. If I had, is embracing the challenges in life. Understanding that everything is for you to achieve your highest self. You know what I mean? That's kind of why. That's why you just touch on Dragon Ball Z. I mean, all those battles that Goku had fought, and from before he achieved Super Saiyan, has led him to that path. You know, you could look at every challenge you had to go through. Remember, Goku didn't win every battle. Goku died a couple times.
Yeah, yeah, but what's the jewel behind that? Because if you don't win and you die, right? Say you don't achieve,
right?
What do you do? How do you recover? Like pull back, come back.
How do you recover?
Yeah.
Well, you learn. You take what you learn from the past and you use it into your future. You know what I mean? In terms of the mistakes you made, everything, because you didn't make every right decision in the choices, but the best thing is what you could do better for yourself. There's gonna be a lot of challenges in life, and what you got to do is kind of like reflect on it. Don't play the blame game. You know what I mean? Understand that I got to be better. You know what I mean? This doesn't make me weaker. This doesn't kill me. It's gonna make me stronger. You know what I mean? Football taught me this. You know what I mean? I can look at my football career and be like, oh, this coach should have did this, or this coach should have did that. No, at the end of the day, I had to prove and push myself to even show that I'm worthy to play on the field, right? I might not like that, but at the same time, you gotta show your stuff. You know what I mean? You gotta pop out and show. You feel me? But like, but you gotta absorb that. You might not understand that at the time. You can't have that woe is me mentality. You gotta kind of push through that and fight through it. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Mentally wise, it's gonna be heavy.
Right.
But you know, it's one of those things. You gotta push through. You gotta fight through it. We are so in this woe is me mentality. Not everybody, but just, you know, people in general. You know, we get hurt and then we think that, oh, this is a shame. We play that victim. We can't play the victim all the time. You know what I mean? That's not gonna make you stronger. You can't. I even say you shouldn't ever play the victim. You should learn from your mistakes or whatever, or the circumstances that happen. It might not even be a mistake. You know what I mean? You might do everything right, but at the end of the day, you gotta just learn and push through it, and be strong with your mentality, because your mental is really the mind. You know what I mean?
Okay, shout out to Energy. That was rich. That was rich with knowledge right there. Shout out to Energy X. He says people need to do inner work before they jump into a relationship. Men and women are complementary.
I 100% agree. Yeah, I think a lot of people. I think that's literally most relationships. I think should do before you jump into a deeper relationship. A lot of people looking for validation, and I think that hurts the relationship, right? So I mean, I think I always had this little attachment theory. That goes with the attachment theory thing. I always say is like people just get together because they don't want to face their problems or challenges. You should have somebody that encourages you to face your problems and challenges. Just saying. Shortly speaking, that.
Yeah, getting it here. Raw, uncut, solo.
Oh,
I'm a solo.
No,
that's it.
Yeah. I know this is a good episode. This is a great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is good. Look, the anime, man. I just want to feed into the anime, yo. Anime, check it out. You know what I mean? It's gonna take time for you to find something you probably do like. Right. But at the same time, but like you ever listen to the characters talk about, whatever their thing is, they might have a dream they want to achieve. That's what most animes are about now.
Right.
They have dreams and aspirations and purpose, and it's pretty much shows you the journey of life in terms of like you're gonna go through obstacles, and how you navigate your obstacles will determine on how you see your future and all that type of stuff. So you don't make yourself weaker. You make yourself get stronger every single time, no matter what type of thing that went through yourself. And I love anime because they put you in a spot where it's so much different problems and challenges they might even have to face. They might have the power and they might possess the power, but next thing you know, their counterpart might get destroyed in a battle, right. And they got to deal with that mentally, you know what I mean, and feelings and all that type of stuff. And how do they overcome that? You know what I mean? Or the character might get defeated in battle. How do they overcome that? So that's what I love about anime. It's just anime shows you that every single time. Now sometimes you have the perfect character. I hate when the anime does this, when they have the perfect character that never loses the battle. That's not realistic.
I like that.
Give me an example. Yeah. Give me. Before you do, I just want to let them know, because the journey, man, I wanted to do it on the right time, and I wanted to tell them on the right timing. But the journey, like Solomon said, it's not easy. Yeah. You gotta let them know that. You gotta let them know that you gotta. When you're on a video game and you play the game, there's a chance you might die, but you got most of them, you got 3 men. The better you get, you might get an extra man. Yeah. Let's show you how old school I'm in Pac-Man, right? So you got this, you got this push, but your inner self, you controlling it, but you got to remember, you only got, it's like a video game with just 1 man. Yeah. Shout out to Jizza, he said that. But you get 3 the more you keep going. You got to look at the steps. Each step get harder, so it's not easy. And like you said, I hate the easy. You got to let them know that it's in there. Now, give us an example of a person who continues winning.
Anime? In terms of anime?
Yeah.
The first one that would come to mind would be One Punch Man. It's in the name. It's in the name. One Punch Man. You defeat anybody with 1 punch. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't finished the whole. He has no obstacle, because I'm gonna bring up, right? I'm gonna bring up Broly. There's a character. Broly.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I'm gonna look at the camera again. So the road is hard. It's not easy, because if we was to give it to you like that, we would be lying to you. The road is difficult, but that's a part of it. That's a part of the greatness when you get there. Let's hear the stories of all those who are great. Listen to it. If you get the chance, listen to Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. Hell, should I say Bruce Jenner? Yeah, even Bruce Jenner. Man, I don't care about that, man. Bruce Jenner went, man, he used to be throwing it. Everybody has that type of, that struggle.
Right.
He used to be on the Wheatie box, man. I was a fan. I was just saying, going through those stages. But you got to listen to their story because you know that it's not an easy road. We would be lying to you if it was. So get ready because the road is difficult. So when it doesn't come or act or just manifest right away, you're on the right track. In the Owl movie, I told you that what was the Owl movie?
Al Gahul? Is that?
Yeah, Al Gahul.
That one?
He said, when are we going to reach our destination? He said, when you fly as further you could. He said, you're halfway there. I took that like, oh my God. They wanted to find a master owl. You're never going to find the master. Listen, the master owl's is deep inside. It's the person, the owl looked at messed up. He was the dirtiest looking owl, but he was the truth. He was the truth. One eye missing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was the one. He was the Mr. Who.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not pretty. I'm gonna read this. It's not pretty, but that's when you know you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Diamonds never looked so pretty as the way they make them now. Back in the days, before my time, people think, oh, they had a jury and stuff. They wasn't clean that good.
Right.
You might get one with all a bunch of coal on it, but it's the diamond. You have to believe. Yeah, you can see the little shine in it.
Right.
Now we clean things up. The hookup culture, the culture has changed. You can't find that samurai in you because they pamper us so much now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real talk. All right, let me just read this. T-Bull says, I let go easier when I remember life is short. Too short.
Thank you. That's a good, yes. Yeah, I say half the things I believe that we stressed out about ain't worth stressing. I think our own personal stresses are well, but I think we hold on to other people's stress all the time. And I think it's better to let some stress go or let certain ideas and things go. You don't have to prove all that type of stuff to any other person or whatever. As long as you prove it for yourself, you work hard, you work on battles. I was going to touch on the anime real quick because I do want to say this before.
Faces of our.
Yeah, no, but why do I like this journey of the non-perfect hero? You know what I mean? It's because it makes the anime better. It makes the show way better when you see a character go through defeat and then become even stronger. And I love when I watch the anime and the character levels up. It's such a beautiful thing looking at. When I watch a show like One Punch Man, look, I know he did work hard for his strength. I think they did make him a little overpowered. Like I do think for his own anime, he's kind of overpowered. And I'd rather watch somebody who is on a journey to become something that's even stronger than his obstacles. Because I ain't gonna lie, One Punch Man literally he's in the name. Like he's one punching these guys. and it's like, come on, man. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more like to invest in. Like my boy Aaron, man. Shout out to Attack on Titans, yo. My boy Aaron, man. You remember you first watched it? He said, "Oh, I get it. Aaron can't fight." Exactly, he can't fight.
Oh yeah.
But he's trying to. But he has a dream and he has a purpose and he has a thing. But Aaron's character's flawed. Aaron has a flawed perspective, and that makes sense for the show he's in. But I don't know, that makes the show more better, but that makes the journey more better, right? If you embrace the journey, you know what I mean? Look at One Piece. I mean, yeah, man. I wish most of y'all, because I don't know if everybody does, but I wish most of y'all watch anime. It's a good thing to watch. It tells you a lot about your own personal battles if you're going through any.
Yeah. Solo, but let me say this. I'm going to do a pushback. I think that One Punch did work. Because it worked on your mentality, showing you that nothing comes that easy. So that was shown to spark your thoughts of, nah, it can't be that easy.
Right.
You already know once we hit the journey, it's not easy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
People need to know this, and we might get canceled for this saying this, but the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. The journey was never easy. It was never designed to be easy. You're going to go through obstacles, and it's going to make you stronger.
Yeah.
That's from everyone. Training is where it's at. So,
yeah.
Writing the book is different from when the book is out.
That's real.
You fall, but as long as you got legs to get back up, and that's the part of it. The first time, the caterpillar was good. But the second time, you can fly.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to look at, and also with the dragonfly. A lot of people, they're 100%. Well, 90%. 90% is like almost 100. Okay, it's better than 80.
Yeah.
They successful hunters. Success rate. Except this little cat. Remember, we do animals over here. Not scared of animals.
Oh yeah, you should.
Now you shouldn't be scared of animals. Not if you talk about Kemet and Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
And Israel.
Yeah.
You have to be able to embrace the culture of the people and understand the language and understand real life back then. Don't get spooked out over gods. When we say Anunnaki, that's what they did. That's what they talked about. I didn't make this up. It was already there. I could see if I said I started this. No, it was there. We see it. Now we can't unsee it. But at peace, which is the absence of all confusion, and that's what we're about. Solomon, that's your name.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. What do you mean?
The attribute.
Real.
It's bringing us to a place where we can relax at some point and deal with divine thought and be able to speak with substance.
Yeah.
Reasoning with each other with love at some point. That's the body right there.
There you go.
That's what we all achieve. Having this state of just building. That's what it is. That's what we say, we live in a building, right? Each one put the brick in. The steps. There's steps to it.
Yeah.
And we just taking our time with it. But we not going to lie to you and tell you that the road is easy.
Yeah, nah.
And through anime.
Yeah, I know. Back to it, right?
Yeah, through anime, you can see the attributes. You can see each meaning. And it's deep because they're not scared once they go into their animation and their thoughts. It's still Eastern and there's philosophy in it. There's all type of wisdom in there. Not like what they gave us, black exploitation. Whoa, get you suckers. They were good films. They were good, great films. But soul food is not just packed food, pork, fat, and grease. Soul food is deeper than that. We had to do what we had to do. But this is real soul food. This cooking is from here. And that's what we did. We analyzed and broke it down, just like how you did.
Yeah.
No one told Solo. That's what I said. When y'all hear him talk, then you'll realize, oh wow.
Right.
Now I'm giving you your flowers.
Oh, thank you. I mean, hey, I like roses and dandelions. And whatever you want to throw at me.
Yeah. I give you your flowers.
Nah, thank you.
A lot of people don't. One thing you can't unsee was the wizard when he said, "Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain."
Oh yeah.
Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
Right.
The echo.
That's me. I'm the man behind the curtain.
I see that. Yeah. Yep.
Don't pay attention to me.
Yep.
There's nothing here. You don't see it.
Yo.
The monkeys.
Yeah.
The flying monkeys. There's a lot. He didn't even go no damn where. Just got on there and cut the rope. They didn't even go nowhere. He stayed right there. We break that down later.
Yeah. No, man, this is real.
You can't be scared to attached or tackle certain conversations. People get scared to talk the talk. Talk it if you can walk it.
Yeah.
Talk it if you can walk it.
Yeah, that's real talk. And things don't gotta be that yo. And
I would tell you,
what you saying is real. What you saying is real. Because some things don't even have to be that serious. Right. I know people got feelings, and I understand the feelings. I completely understand feelings. But like, there's times we gotta think and not have such a serious, fist down on the table, on the chair, or whatever. Like, just listen to it. Exalt the truth. What's that?
Walk up like I.
Oh yeah, there you go. I'm like, I thought I was tripping. I thought I was outside. But yeah. We take things way too serious in terms of like a lot of different things with different topics. We want to hear truth and my feelings feel this way, my feelings feel this way. It's like, nah, it's not even about all that. It's just listen to it. And the real good quality is a lot of times most things are propaganda, and you gotta have to break through that wall. So it's one of those things. I say this about dating. It's like dating is like a lot of propaganda on what a relationship looks like, but all we hear is from single people. We're not hearing from the good relationships. We hear from a lot of bad ones. So, but all the propaganda will teach you that, all this and that is bad, and this is bad, and this is bad. But we don't ever hear from the people that's actually having regular good lives. So,
yeah, like Pop That Balloon.
That's my favorite show. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But we result to going to Pop That Balloon. It's a good show. I'm not gonna lie. I like watching it. Shows you the mentality and different type of tactics everybody using. But I like the fact that cats are waking up now. You know what I'm saying? All over with not just
I think I think they always was. I think they always were around. I think they always was woken up. I just think people just are speaking up a little bit more. I think about their preferences and what they think and everything like that. I think that's what they see now. And I think a lot of times with I'll just say this real quick. I'm not gonna get too deep about the whole pop the balloon culture, but that's what I live in. This is the culture, and not building a genuine relationship based on genuineness and virtues and values and all these type of things. It's now it's about like, oh, what's the best you could do for me? And if you don't say the right things, if you don't submit to what I say, then I pop your balloon. It's like, all right. But hey, that's life.
Yeah, man, we could have showed that, but that's another story. That's another day.
No need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Just bring it down.
We're on a good one. We're on a good one now. Anime. When you get into the anime, know the powers. All of these thoughts come from something real. It's attached to something that's reality. I said we are the story. And nobody gonna tell it like you. So you got to look at it like being a Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan is their higher self, is the power. They got different stages to it. So the God saying, what's that? Because I know their hair get longer, or they grow tails. One of them turned to a gorilla.
Well, yeah, they got the gold, they shine, they glow, the sun. There's a lot. There's always imagery with like the space in the space and the sun and everything. Going to your higher. To me, the ape form and the Super Saiyan form, I would like to like see how to break that down. But I always looked at Super Saiyan as achieving your highest self. That's how I always looked at Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan is always achieving your higher self. I would love to go into One Piece, but that's a different thing. Awakening, because they talk about awakening in One Piece.
What's the awakening?
Awakening is like when you awaken, because there's so much different concepts in One Piece. Yeah. But because you got hockey, that's about your will. You know what I mean? That's about your strength of your will in yourself. Right. And awakening is pretty much opening your mind. It's supposed to be freeing the aspect of your mind. You unlock this achievable thing with your fruit, because I always looked at awakening as opening your superpower. So if you have like, let's say, your power is like fire. Let's just use an example. That means you're able to. That means you could be the element of fire, but you could now make the environment around you fire. That's awakening your mind. Like that's awakening yourself. That's why I love One Piece. I didn't want to get too deep about it because that's different. That's such a big anime to break down. Right. Dragon Ball Z is a little bit easier. So I could always say at least like your ape form. I could see that as your primal form, your primal yourself, and touching into your ancestors. Right. I could see that aspect, but I always said Super Saiyan's achieving your higher self, and then then you could go even further beyond your higher self. You could actually achieve something that's almost godlike. So that's how I look at Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z has a lot of good hidden gems, man. If you ever rewatch it. I'll be honest, if you watch it, rewatch it. It isn't easy, no. It's not easy.
Make some noise, man. Mm-hmm. Yo, I want to shout out to Solid. That was dope. Mm-hmm. But shout out to Ben Frank. What's mirror worshiping? I never heard of that. What that is, 80?
I don't.
Mirror worship?
Is that like the worship of yourself?
Mirror
on the wall. Who's the top choice of them all?
But that's another deep thing. Look at yourself in the mirror too, man. Like look at yourself and just love what you see. You know what I mean? Like, do you ever like praise yourself in the mirror? Like, be like, oh shoot, I look good. You know what I mean? Like, praise yourself in the mirror. I mean, I don't know if y'all do that. You know, you gotta look at your reflection and love yourself. You know, that's the number one tool. Obviously, don't be infatuated with yourself, but just look at yourself in the mirror and just like, yo, man, I look good today. I feel good today. You know what I mean? Whatever words of affirmation you need to say to yourself. But you know, love the image that you see.
Bomb on that. Great build. That was a great build. Mm-hmm. Great build today, man. Sometimes you gotta, having a conversation like this, it personally, it kind of make me. Let me put this right there. It kind of make me think. Right.
I thought you was gonna say like tear up a little bit. Oh, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I know. I could tear. Are they ready for that? No. DMX cried all the time. Shout out to R.I.P. to the great DMX. Mm-hmm. But because like with DMX, he had a lot of heart, and he spoke from a passionate person. You're passionate, so when I hear you opening up and building like that, and then I hear the passion behind it, I look at myself, and then I have to look at life in general and say, okay, well, these are cartoons, but they are learning tools. And how can I apply it to my life to make myself stronger? Because every day is harder and harder, and we are all on a mission to become the better self than us. Mm-hmm. Some of us get anxiety, and because of the ways of the world, because we are knowledgeable, and they try to give you prescriptions for that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But that is a part of life here, and you're still here. So it lets you know that we can be even stronger. Some people deal with it different. And we all having this experience together. We're all sharing this ideas of knowledge. Did we create it? No. It's always here. They want to know if mathematics, what was that we watching? Was something like, if you see, you have to see the two asteroids for it to be two. I'm asking you that question.
Oh, yeah.
If you see two asteroids out there, but if you don't see them, is it still two? Math doesn't lie. So equations and all of that stuff that we still try to figure out, because they say men are from Mars and women are from Venus, or vice versa, whatever. We here now.
Yeah, from Mars. I think you're right. Yeah. I think you're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? You look at the 1950s, which we were watching a lot of shows like that. They be having a sci-fi thing going on, and how people were back then. The Norse stories, they had a very the trustworthy part we was looking at. They didn't trust each other back then because the women was moving up. We did research on it. Do your own research, but if you look at it, affect our culture. And notice that the male in those Norse movies. What up, kid? What you say? Oh, Buster, I don't trust you. It was always somebody didn't trust anybody. Oh, you're the one doing the scheme. Who the two bums you with? You know, it was always something.
No honor amongst thieves.
Right. There was the Lady and the Tramp. It was like they started saying those things. Those things started to come alive in the culture. Those nuances, those little evil things, those distrusts were started being born then. And they filmed them, captured it. And there was a birth of the Elijah Muhammad who had to come. Because times have to be fulfilled. You can't keep doing one thing one way and nothing ever happens. But then another birth comes, Malcolm. These things must come to pass because the world is starting to change and people are starting to be, get more involved, and there's more, you spraying holes on babies. It's going to birth something. So then they started fighting each other. This is like Mulholland Drive, AD. Yeah. They don't want to know these little secrets that they had. They are Hollywood secrets. They do.
Yeah.
Right? Death in hotels, people, Marilyn Monroe. There's a whole thing we could get into. There's a lot of mysteries. You see them. It's on TV. I didn't create this. We look at the camera. This is your own culture that created this. I just say it, and that's what rap does. We repeat the things that you do, and comedians.
Right.
We laugh at them, but they telling the truth. We laugh at our own self because of the way the world is right now.
Yeah.
Then you get mad at the Joker, call him the villain.
Yeah. In fact.
But we here to uplift, man. I hope I'm doing a good job. I'm trying to uplift. I don't want y'all to look down. Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Yeah. No, I think you're doing.
AD, you look sad.
No, I'm taking it in.
Okay.
No, I think you're doing a good job. I mean, you gotta lift. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah.
No, I think
it's because you're speaking facts.
Yeah, it's encouragement. It's like, you got to look at the things, because people might feel bad in a certain moment, or they feel lower in themselves at the moment, but things, I always think feelings change. I always believe that you might feel like a certain way right now, but in the future you might feel something different. You know what I mean? And don't what's the word I'm looking for? Don't go deeper in your despair. Observe it, understand it, why you feel that way, but focus on what you could be better. You know, a lot of people don't focus on what they could do better, and they might need some level of encouragement. And I think that's what we're doing. I think we're trying to like encourage in our own personal way. You know what I mean? In terms of like talking, to achieve your highest self, you know, because we all had the capability of doing it. You know, we all do. Don't fear failure. Don't feel betrayed by anybody or anything like that. Understand life. You know, it's hard to go through certain journeys and battles and short, you know, all these type of things. But you know, what could come out of it is you became a stronger person. You've been a better person, a more improved version of yourself. You know what I mean? The Solomon you see today is not the Solomon you would know 10 years ago. You know what I mean? It's a different version of me.
Hey, there's gonna be a new Solomon 5 years from now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, real talk. Right. no. You know, hopefully, I still got my hair, right? You know what I mean? Hopefully, but I still have my hair by that point.
Definitely, bro.
I take good care of myself. But anyway, but yeah, this is gonna be a new version of me every step of the way. And that's the beautiful thing about it is that I know I'm a working project. And
everybody is.
Yeah, but that's what I was trying to say.
Upgrades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I made mistakes. I made my own mistakes years ago, and I make my mistakes now. But the good thing is I learn from my mistakes, or at least I try to learn. You know, I try to be better every single day. You know what I mean? And I don't try to fall into be like, I feel bad and feel sorry for myself. Yes, you could address your feelings in the moment, but you got to take yourself out the rabbit hole. No, you can't wait for anybody else to do it. You know, you got to do it yourself. And that's okay. It's all right. It's fine. You know what I mean? Now, man, I want to use the wisdom because Avatar the Last Airbender, he said it's a blessing. Oh man, I gotta say it right. Uncle Iroh, because he said it, he killed it. He said belief in oneself. Oh, I gotta get it right. Belief in oneself is necessary. I know I'm saying it wrong, but belief in others is a true blessing. You know what I mean? So he's pretty much saying, believe in yourself. If others believe in you, then that's a true blessing, and that's a beautiful thing. But as long as you have belief in yourself, that's really what you should focus on. You know.
You know, this ties us to the planet. It ties us to having a human experience. And people can relate when you tie yourself to a conversation where vulnerability is available. But everyone loves the hero journey. Me telling you the truth, it's not easy. It's part of the hero journey.
Mm-hmm.
The story of Batman. We always talk about the heroes over here, the achievements, the defeat, the trial, gold, tried in fire.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this ties you to it's a great time to be alive, to experience, to grow, and be the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just do. You heard Solomon. I gave you your flowers.
Mm-hmm.
AD, I gave you flowers before.
Yeah.
We don't, here's the problem. We don't give enough flowers when it's time to and honor those who put themselves out there and their wisdom enough. Do we need to go to a school? The monk schools, and all of them, they understand the rank. How do we give out flowers if we make movies? And how do we honor those who are bold enough to speak about the vulnerabilities and increase the strength of their mind. Increase the strength of their ability, and then look at the vulnerability at the same time and say, I'm strong.
Right.
This is for the crippled. You don't have to be in a chair, but it's real. Flowers to all you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Love to all, man.
Yeah.
You just know that we said this and that we came here today to build. We came like we was a rap group.
The heroes.
Yeah, shout out to the heroes. We came like we ready to kick down the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we came like how Run DMC came in Russell studio.
Mm.
You put your feet on the desk and you press that damn radio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you ain't come to tap dance with nobody.
I got
For
you.
real.
I got you.
I'm not wearing no black face mask and saying mammy and singing come home to me. No. It's just straight up.
Yo. Mm-hmm.
That days are over.
Mm-hmm.
Regards. And that's it. Leave it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Peace. You got anything you want to say?
Yeah, that was like a closing. That was a closing. I can't
close the show.
I can't finish on that. Yeah, it's real.
I'll close the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say, Ron. All right. We take it to the music, man.
Guys, what's up? Here we go.
Thorn Promotions. You send in your music, we play it live on the show for Killah Priest and the world to hear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, it's like a trap. Yo, nah, it's just a mic trap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Give me my freedom.
Mm-hmm.
No, you already free, bro.
Oh.
June 26th.
What?
Oh, we inspiring others.
Huh?
That's it. He's inspiring others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. I mean,
My mom refuses.
yeah. I got flowers and roses now. You know, I feel like, yeah.
We have to honor those who speak. Yo, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
And I take a bow. No, the curtain's closing.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Exactly. That's all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's see. Our first submission is by an artist named D.T.E from the 7, Portsmouth, Virginia. VA is Virginia, right?
VA is Virginia. Yes.
Nah, that's for Va.
Song is called Ready or Not. Here we go.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Dream team come collect. Say y'all I wanna hear is that money, power, respect. Look, when Dream Team come collect, say y'all I wanna hear is that money, power, respect. Look, my lane different, my name different, my aim's different. When I'm on this beat, this bitch gon' bang different. I took 3 years off, the game missed me, but now it's time to get back on this champagne sipping. See, I've been thinking about them days you used to laugh at me. Now I'm sitting all alone, getting mad cabbage. I spent a couple years alone to keep from backstab. Before I flame you up, I change you up just like a bad habit. I'm back at it. Say they want 2016 flow, we back at it. RP Robin, I swear I miss you lopes with mad passion. See for y'all, I keep on pushing. They say I turn my back, well if I did, I whoop they ass backwards.
I won't give you niggas verses cause the styles don't mix. About 4 niggas, 1 bullet, and I swear I won't miss. Just lie, no different shit to kick. AP to safety, creep the line, and you ain't peep the blitz. I'm just on some visa shit, don't stack the ceiling, leader shit. Who them niggas fooling, man? The kid won't even believe that shit. Take over with the warning shot to this, don't eat the shit. Lost my love for it, but I had to get it back. Shooting for the moon, I ain't dealing with no ceiling cats. Never with the chit chat, never with the tit for tat. Chest with the get back or click clap on some different level shit. You can never get that.
You could never get back like a mouse in a death trap. Heart pacing like I'm on trial. God coming down the heavens like rain. And the tranquility so it lessen the pain. Selfless nature structure, our consciousness the same. It's not personal, life is a game. I'm not the body, I'm not the brain. I'm unusual and jealous of the game. The hate is mandatory for me to give you this story. I maneuver with my glory. They judge me like a jewelry. My heart like a compass is how you find me. I regard my awareness highly, like a movie like Spike Lee.
Yo, how did you like that, Priest?
Man, that
Wouldn't
was
it be nice
fire.
if we were always in control of the way?
That was fire. That was straight MCing, back to back. Beat was dope, reminiscent of Uchiwali. They did the same sample, but they hooked it up and put a little jazz, like a banging street. I like the way they was bouncing off each other and kept it fire.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, I agree. It was cool. I like it. It was a nice like freestyle.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Good flow, good mix, good master. I think the production was good. There's definitely
Noise.
some good MCs, definitely some good lyricists. They're not beginners to this game. Sounds good. I can't wait to hear more. They submitted before too. I recognize the name D.T.E, so that's fire.
Shout out to Razcast too. That was a dope after party.
Oh yeah.
That was alright.
Yep.
He says peace to AP, Mello Spill, God, and Young Sean.
Fire.
So shout out to D.T.E from the 7 Portsmouth, Virginia. That was a fire submission. We're gonna have the links to all of these artists in the description after the show. About an hour after the show. That's what's up. Let's go. Keep it going. Next up, we
I
got
got a blood spike. What's that? Caffeine?
Caffeine? Yeah.
you got a blood sugar drop.
Yeah. Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah.
Blood sugar drop?
Because if you drink black coffee,
Yeah.
it'll eat up all your sugar. I mean, it doesn't eat it itself, but it makes you consume all your sugar. That's why I always, if I have coffee, I can have it with milk and sugar. That way it has
Still
something to
milk
work
guy.
off of. Yeah. The milk just kind of
This
slows it down.
is not soda. This is flavored
water.
grape. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like infused, but it's still basically 0 calorie. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
be
those?
believing it. Like, how they come out with all of this?
A grape? I
Yeah.
don't know.
They just infuse
Where they get the taste from?
artificial flavors. Or it could be just like low level actual blackberry in there. But it's such a small amount.
What's a low level blackberry?
It could be such a small amount of blackberry that it doesn't count as a calorie. So they're allowed to stay within the range of 10 calories and still put 0 calorie.
Okay.
That's how they make it. That's how these marketing companies be doing it. All right, next up we got Reborn the Rebizzle from Danbury, Connecticut with a song called Just Because. Let me fix the video real quick. Hold on. I was in SoundCloud mode. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. Shout out to OKC for winning the championship.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right. That did happen.
Was that their first time?
That is a very first time winning, yes.
Also, I have juiced watermelon today.
What?
Yeah.
That's good, man.
A juiced watermelon. I'm gonna start drinking watermelon every day.
Yeah. Summertime.
Don't be scared of the rind either. Let me say this.
Damn.
Let me say that again. Do not be scared of the watermelon rind. I juiced that too. Salo, did I cut him up?
Yep.
I got watermelon rind too. They taught us. They said don't. You can eat the rind.
Right.
No, I ain't telling you. I'm just telling
Oh
you.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
The rind is fine.
Huh?
The rind is fine.
It rhyme with rind. Yeah. But if we could do like I saw Dave. Shout out to Dave Flores.
Bless you.
Thank you.
But if we could do damn, this what's the name, man?
I'm good.
No, I'm talking about me. I'm like zooming right now.
Yes, sir.
Shrooms.
You ready?
Jam.
Okay, here we go. Reborn the Rebizzle, just because.
Uh-oh. I hear war drums coming through. Yo, what's this, Reborn? This is something new. Yo, just because you bust a gap don't make you real. Just because you so mad crack don't make you real. Just because you counting them stacks don't make you real. Cause real cats live for the truth, so what the deal? Just because you bust a gap don't make you real. Just because you so mad crack don't make you real. Just because you counting them stacks don't make you real. Cause real cats live for the truth, so what the deal? Yo, you cats are phony. Spin that false testimony. Watch me preach the word boldly. Never lonely. I be the cat. Swing swords like a bat. I hit demons with the palm fist. And like the psalmist, the Lord told me stand a calm shit. And with the truth, watch the stomp it. Then I bomb it. I come through. Christ be my higher power. Behold the hour when the day's getting sour.
Oh, wow.
Just waiting for my season for me to start preaching. I tell the truth, they take it as treason. Maybe there's a reason, cause y'all are anti-believing. Eternal life, y'all won't receive it, cause y'all too blind to perceive it. Y'all remind me of Isaiah 30, verse 8 through 18. Yo, you heard me, your hearts are dirty.
Yeah,
and I'm worth it. Yeah, Christ is still merciful. Don't wanna murder you, but rather rescue you from your enemy called self, which leads to a destructive health. There's a way that seems right into a man, but in the end it leads to a destructive plan. You'll understand? Yo, just because you bust and gap don't make you real. Just because you so mad crack don't make you real. Just because you count them stacks don't make you real. Cause real cats live for the truth, so what the deal? Just because you bust and gap don't make you real. Just because you so mad crack don't make you real. Just because you count them stacks don't make you real. Cause real cats live for the truth, so what the deal? I be the Rebizzle. Cats pulling out their pistol. Cats ready to get you. Cats ready to stick you. I warn you through scripture. My word is what I mixed ya. See what the truth, how I hit you, then convince ya. Kinda like Jizzle, but I swing spiritual swords. Watch I get down when I be striking the chords. Cats don't understand when I be dropping you wells. I preach salvation for those who going through hell. So listen to these lyrics at the set your mind free. For more of the lies that your mind has conceived. The world gets the Grammy while God's people gets the crown. I do worship, but that's how the world gets down. Christ fiery visions like infrared beams. Outside is very keen, exposing everything is seen. Whether pure or unclean, whether reality or dream. Everything must be examined within God's campaign. So yo, just because you bust and gap don't make you real. Just because you so mad crack don't make you real. Just because you count them stats don't make you real. Cause real cats live for the truth, so what the deal? Just because you bust and gap don't make you real. Just because you so mad crack don't make you real. Just because you count them stacks don't make you real. Cause real cats live for the truth, so what the deal? Yo, cats be alarmed, do I be dropping the bomb? Since you love hip hop, watch me drop you a song. The drama's on, so put the whole armor on and be fully equipped like Michael John White from Spawn. This war's much deeper than a terrorist attack. My words like a missile when it's time to strike back. I put your lights out like if I was Con Ed. Cats love to sleep, so might as well be dead. I say things like that in the spirit you sense. The days approach, I pay evil a recompense. Before sin is brought forth into manifestation, it takes a thought process of premeditation. When sin's fully accomplished, it brings forth death. What else can be said when you breathe your last breath? So I'm a macho man bull crap, you cats be talking. Like Capadonna said, yo, tell your story walking. Just because you bust and gap don't make you real. Just because you so mad crack don't make you real. Just because you count stacks don't make you real. Cause real cats live for the truth, so what the deal, yo? Just because you bust and gap don't make you real. Just because you so mad crack don't make you real. Just because you count them stats don't make you real. Cause real cats live for the truth, so what the deal?
What the deal? What the deal? What the deal? Keep it real.
What you think about that, Priest?
This hell. That's fire. Yo, he kept it 100, switched it up, showed his mic sword technique. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope when you have you can be versatile and still keep it hip hop. So shout out to Bizzle, man.
Yep.
So,
Shout outs. You know what I mean, from the Bronx. So, you know, shout outs to Reborn and Rebizzle. He killing it. Shout outs to him. He keeping it real.
Yo, I think my sugar dropped.
Yeah. Most likely. What'd you have for breakfast?
Good question.
Or the last thing you ate?
I can't even think. I'm gonna eat some chocolate though.
Yeah, I got orange juice. Cause you probably just need to refill your liver.
Oh yeah, some real orange.
It's the liver glycogen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Anytime
just
you
want to
get
go to
sick-
sleep right now.
Yeah, if you get some orange juice, you'll feel better.
Somebody said something ill because watermelon juice and lemon together. They said that was dope. Shout out, they left for what's the name? But I was like, yo, that because I made a version. I tried to make something hot, and spicy, but it didn't come out.
Oh yeah.
It didn't come out right.
If you have watermelon juice, orange juice, and garlic,
Yeah, we know. Go ahead.
that's a natural Viagra.
What is it? Watermelon?
Watermelon, orange juice, and garlic.
Watermelon, orange juice. How you throw orange juice in? I never heard of nothing like that.
Yeah, so it just increases your nitric oxide.
What do orange juice do? Yeah, naturally squeeze.
Vitamin C.
Oh.
It's really the vitamin C and the garlic that has the most nitric oxide. But when you add watermelon on top of that, you increase what's called L-arginine. And that just gives you a boost. You just ready.
Big names.
All natural, man. That's why y'all
using big one.
y'all don't need to get like no pills or nothing like that.
What's
like,
it called?
L-arginine.
L-arginine.
Yeah, you all could research this stuff, man. ChatGPT is your friend.
L-arginine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It's like that takes out my L-theanine.
But then you're gonna smell like garlic, so be careful when you do it.
Come
You
on,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
Yeah, the girls
Plan
with
in
the.
advance. Yeah, orange juice.
So you went out with a girl. So when you with your girl, or when you with your other, just have a bowl of watermelon. Have a bowl.
You kind of want to have it in advance.
You might want to feed her the watermelon, right?
Have it at
Is that watermelon too big? I mean, what you want to feed?
I don't know.
Like slices of cubes.
Watermelon is not really sexy.
It's just
Watermelon juice.
Watermelon juice.
Have the juice ready.
Watermelon
try it.
juice?
Yeah, watermelon juice.
Or ice in it? Or
Yeah.
I think you mixing it with the garlic and the orange.
I mean, if you want to do like a little shot, you can make one of those shots for yourself when she's not looking. You chug that.
Why?
But you gotta.
It just gets your nitric
But don't you want to take a mouthwash after that? Because I don't know. I don't know if you want the garlic though.
This is something you want to do
take a shot of
before.
watermelon juice? It's got to be cold though, right?
No, it's just to combine it with the garlic and the orange juice. So this is a concoction that you would do before you meet up with her.
Hold on. Where's
Brush
the
your
garlic
teeth.
going? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We got to cipher this though, AD. Hold on. Where's the garlic going?
In the orange juice.
Like fresh or like
You can just use garlic powder.
Garlic powder.
Or consider it. Let's say you have a meal. Let's say you have a meal with garlic in it.
Okay.
Let's say it's a pasta or you have some kind of a garlic thing. Have some orange juice with it.
I did hear about chewing garlic, but I don't know if I want to chew garlic.
Okay,
before
now you can also chew garlic and take a vitamin C tablet. The whole point is you're combining vitamin C and garlic together to raise your nitric oxide. That'll turn you into you'll be ready to rock.
Right now.
No,
You'll be ready to rock.
Now, I want to tap too deep. Have you tried this method?
I did.
Show us. Yeah. Where's your sources at? Hold on.
Yeah.
Break this
sources,
down. Hold on. Yeah. Break this down.
There's a bunch of sources. You can get this stuff on Google.
No. Just tell us about this experience. That way,
No, you just so I did it with orange juice and like I had a meal that had like beef and rice. I've always been eating that beef and rice.
Beef and rice.
So all I did was just put garlic powder on top of that. You know what I'm saying?
So that's your garlic.
And then I just chug it down with some like a cup of orange juice.
Right.
Freshly squeezed. None of that Tropicana.
Right.
I go to Whole Foods, get the freshly squeezed orange juice.
What happened?
It takes about a half hour to 45 minutes, but I also combine it with the dark chocolate.
A long time. Wow.
Yeah.
And then you could combine it with the
No,
chocolate.
yeah,
Did you
it's not
give
going
her
to be
some?
immediate. It's not going to be immediate. You're just kind of ready to rock. It's like an insurance policy.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because I don't believe in taking any kind of other pill.
Right.
It just kind of makes you a little extra. You'd be fine.
I see them all day when you go inside the gas station.
No.
Oh yeah.
they got big things that look like crazy, like I don't know, like a bullet. It's like about this big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They used to be having this one used to call not Golden Seal. What was the name of it? But they used to have stuff in there to mess with your heart, right? To kill you and stuff like that.
5 hour energy and stuff like that. You
I don't do it. Yeah,
that.
that's all crazy, man. So just stay away from drugstore.
Yeah, everything is all
drugstore herbs.
Yeah, those
you don't get drug.
They're just trying to take your money. Those are just.
Somebody said, "Could you cook it up?"
Yeah.
You could cook it up. Somebody said, "Cook it up."
Yeah. The whole point is the garlic and vitamin C.
What about beet juice?
Beet juice is great for the blood, and blood flow is key, especially for men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mix it all like garlic. That's kind of crazy. You chopping up garlics inside a watermelon.
Yeah.
It's a little nasty.
However you want to do it, as long as you're combining vitamin C and garlic together.
That's dope.
That's the thing. Y'all could Google
That's a
that.
good remedy.
Look it up. Go on ChatGPT.
All right, there you go. I mean,
and that way you keep it all natural.
Yeah.
But then brush your teeth before she comes in.
yeah. You said knock out the park.
All right, yeah, exactly. No, that was some good fulfilling like foods with zinc and vitamin D said by Energy. Is that good, AD?
Yeah.
I like. Well, you do your research. That's good that we know this. So we
the zinc is good for the testosterone and dopamine. Same with vitamin D. You can take vitamin D pills. I have to take vitamin D because I work the nightlife. So I'm not getting as much sunlight as most people. And usually in the wintertime, you want to take vitamin D3 with K2.
How do we get rid of... That's a good question from AJ. How do we get rid of... not toxin, but parasites? A parasite detox.
No, I wasn't talking about a parasite detox. But I mean, I'm sure there are juices that can do that. But we would need to get back your buddy, one of the guys that we had on the show a long time ago, the juice guy.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what his name was. Remember the juice dude?
Well, a lot of people told me.
Mix and Master Mix Rick.
Yeah. Shout out to Rick, man.
Master Mix Rick.
We got to find out if Rick is real.
He had a juice thing going on. Yeah, he had garlic and something.
Shout out to Rick, man. I know he looking. Huh?
He had a garlic thing also. You can also see these little shots you get over at Whole Foods. You gotta be careful because some of them have spice in them. They can have you run into the bathroom.
Yeah. No, it's cool to kind of invest in like certain fruits, mix them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Elixirs and
they all do different things. You just gotta know what you're doing.
I just couldn't. What you said, garlic and garlic is hot. You said you're chewing garlic and garlic.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I would just include some vitamin C with some garlic, and you're gonna.
I believe you. You know.
Yeah. The next time you have a garlic meal, include it with some vitamin C, and then you can get your groove on.
There you go. Yeah. Remember, that's the purpose.
Instead of your grub, your groove.
Yeah, and then have some watermelon with it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The watermelon is super powerful for like overall.
I'm gonna try to juice watermelon for the whole summer. I'm gonna do. I want to get a bunch of watermelon and just. I don't care what nobody say.
Mm-hmm.
Watermelon is good.
Watermelon.
Yeah, exactly. I eat it. Watermelon is so good, especially when it got the white crystals in it.
Mm-hmm. White crystals.
Yeah, but you can eat the rind too.
Mm-hmm.
You can pickle it, and there's something called candy. Maybe I gotta get an expert in there with that. But I heard that's
candy,
good though.
I think the candy is the honey, right?
Yeah, you can put honey on it, but I'm gonna put the lemon thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice sour.
Yeah.
What up, Sal?
Yeah, there's honey packets out there that supposedly do stuff too, but I never mess with that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we gotta. What did you think about Reborn the Rebizzle?
Oh, so yeah, he's dope. He killed it.
So it was fire, right?
Yeah, we mentioned it. Yeah,
okay, I just want to make sure we have closure.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah. So I mean, shout outs to
fire.
You know, what I mean, if you I believe if you beyond the ages of 40s and 50s, I mean, shout out to mental health. You know what I mean? And physical health. You know, we encourage all y'all to work out, go to the gym, take the natural resources. So shout out to y'all. Mother Nature got it all.
I'm still researching Dr. Sebi.
Okay.
I think there's a lot more things I need to learn that he talks about.
Yeah. Shout outs. A lot of natural stuff that we can use. You know.
Yeah.
No gas station.
You never got him on Dr. Sebi?
I know of him, but there's a lot of like other things that I didn't learn about yet. So I'm still researching. About the herbs?
Yeah.
I'm trying, because I already know about the sea moss and the power of fruits and the hybrid vegetables that aren't even like, that are man-made and stuff like that. I know about that. I'm just trying to learn about the herbs and what specific herbs do what.
Forgot about Dr. Inky when he was on here, right? He told you about the real sea moss. He said they was giving the sea moss from the side of the road.
And dishing them out.
Yeah.
That's real.
All right, we got a submission from.
Wow. Who's doing the bee bread?
Donnie Arcade.
Leo season. What up?
This is not submitted by Brown Buffalo, because usually Danny Salinas will submit on behalf of Donnie Arcade, but this is direct from Donnie Arcade. So check it out.
Shout out to Donnie K, man.
Yup, it's new. It's called Sleepwalkers. Here we go.
All the goons is out. Yeah, they everywhere. I know you see them over there. Alright, just walk. Yeah, you know you a sleepwalker. While you be sleeping, you keep walking. Baby, you know you a sleepwalker. Time to wake up, you a sleepwalker.
It's a video.
While you keep sleepwalking. Time to wake up, you a sleepwalker. Time to wake up. Wake up, sleepwalker. Wake up, sleepwalker.
Some bombs, give some bombs. That's dope already.
Wake up, sleepwalker.
Come on.
Hey. Just like a zombie, you know they be green. Smiling, but you know they don't know what you mean. They be rolling the packs, they all over the map. Yeah, they lurking and they always figure out where you at. Anything on the news, they always believe it. Tell them what you working on, they say you never achieve it. Yeah, their eyes be glowing, just like they're a demon. Looking for another victim energy, they go eat it. Mastermind consciousness, they don't think for themselves. If you see one thing, you better run and get you some help. Programmed by commercials and everything else, like Black Friday. Going wild, nothing is left. Wake up, sleepwalker.
Hey, start crip walking, AD.
Wake up, sleepwalker.
Hey.
Wake up, sleepwalker. Wake up, sleepwalker.
Classy. Yo.
Just like a
Crip
movie,
Jesus at?
a new line
Chris,
cinema.
this will be
The places they be gathering, I just won't deal with it. I'm going up
call
my
this
instincts, I
Christ-
just ain't feeling it. If they ever
Christ
try to
walk?
bite you, just know it's venomous.
Christ walk?
It's got a
all
thriller
facts.
vibe. You hear the
when rap,
thriller in there?
You know they all vexed. You know they against what's
That's
right
fire.
and exact. I see them walking all around, I made my way out the back. Sleeping while they walking in, it always amazed me. Like a broken record, they keep saying the same things. Moving in sequence, looking all crazy. Doing the same things, I won't let them take me. Wake up, sleepwalker.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Wake up, sleepwalker. Hey,
Wake up.
right, left,
Yo.
right,
Yo, Donnie Arcade, man. Yo.
left.
Let me get on this joint. It's fire. He always, he ready for the radio, yo.
Wake up, alright, left, right, left, right, left,
Right.
Yeah.
left, right, left, right,
I bet you don't even know what that's got. I got him. He killing it.
right. Wake up,
Hey,
sleepwalker.
hey. Get the barbecue.
Wake up, sleepwalker.
Yeah. I'm dead.
Wake
No,
up, sleepwalker.
Yo.
Wake up,
Sleepwalking. Excelento.
left, right, left, right. Wake up, sleepwalker. Wake up, sleepwalker.
Yeah, I'm weak. This is weak. Yeah.
Generous. Wow. Wake up. Fire. Yo, it's like Thriller.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like inspired by Thriller. What'd you think about that, Priest?
Yo, listen, Donnie, hit me up, bro. We gotta, this gotta come out. I caught They Live vibe,
Yeah.
Thriller, the flow, crazy. This was dope. This made my summer. My summer just started just now. You can dance to it. You can vibe to it. Wake up, sleep, walk it. And then he said, you know what I like about Donnie Arcade? He's giving his flowers to it. He does it. It's not forced.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound preachy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like wake up. He just says wake up, sleepwalkers. Damn.
Yeah.
That was fire. Shout out to Donnie.
I also like
Great
that
Donnie
it's the first
Arcade.
time I've seen like AI being used.
Jesus said he vibing.
I know Chris
Shout out
said
to
he was crip walking to it.
Yeah, exactly. You have to crip walk to that, yo.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen AI being used for an older style. Do you know what I mean? Because this
Yeah.
old style was kind of like an 80s type of vibe, the way it would cut through different things. It reminded me of the Michael Jackson
Really?
Leave Me Alone. Remember the Leave Me Alone song? How it was a bunch of caricatures in the background. It was almost animated.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of like, he was inside that boat and he was going through all that. So a lot of stuff was meant to be looking mechanical. So I've never seen like an AI composition like this where it was a mechanical type of Leave Me Alone at the same time with a thriller vibe. So it was more than a thriller influence. It was a Michael Jackson influence, I think, in general.
Yeah.
And which is good. But he also, the tempo was almost similar to Thriller.
Yeah. That's fine.
Man, that's a masterpiece right there. Shout out to Donnie Arcade.
Yeah, shout out to Crumb too, man. He's supposed to have came last time. He said he gonna come back.
Okay.
He had a presentation that's crazy. I like Crumb because he talks about a lot of subjects that a lot of people stay away from. You know what I'm saying? And he's bold enough. What is he? Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
Scorpio. Shout out to the Scorpios out there being kept. Not scared to speak your mind on subject matters that others don't touch. You know what I'm saying? It'd be interesting too, cause I like stuff like that. But yo, Donnie Arcade, that's fire, man. They need to go out. We need to sit down and formulate out. I got something in mind. I need to go out summertime.
Yeah, summertime. You know,
that's West Coast.
Yeah, summertime. Fire, man. You gotta make a dance to that. I say make a dance. Make something original.
TikTok?
Huh?
Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah. You can do something on TikTok or whatever. You can make a dance to that. Because there's always a new dance coming out.
Yeah.
So it's like it's something new. You can make an original for you.
Nowadays, because of our generation, it would be something that you would have to turn into a TikTok viral thing. It'd have to go viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
Which you could spark that up.
Yeah. You have to go to it. Could go viral in your own little circle. It's gonna pop out. It's gonna pop off because they already got the catchiness. That's what TikTok loves, catchy. You got that. In the younger generation, they gonna love that. Especially the kids. Kids gonna love that type of song. They could get crazy to that. It's real talk.
Yeah.
You be like, yo,
what y'all want to do?
But
all right, y'all ready?
Groove. Dude, that's what I was thinking about. Groove. What y'all want to do?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got an artist named Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
From the holy city of New York, featuring Razul, the Sword of David.
Oh, shoot.
Let's turn the lights off.
Heard the collaboration. Yeah, it's real.
It's about to get dark. From the summer to the dark winter.
Here we go.
Yeah.
To all MCs, my sword is like Excalibur. To all challengers, I put you on the calendar for the execution date with your head on a gold plate. Close the drapes, you cannot escape. I tie weights to your ankles and watch you sink to the bottom of the fiery licks. Stranded on the planet of the apes, dressed in the Batman cape, smoking a chalice with Aurora Borealis in the palace. I speak malice, I accept the challenge. For all those who become friends and foes, I let the calico blow. 7 shots to your cranium. The bullets vibrate vibranium. I baptized him with fire. I'm your murder MC for hire. Now call me sire or call me Rasul. I'm all 7, the Messiah or Belladonna. From the John Wick flick, I hold more clips. Hit you in your hips. Aurora Borealis, Rasul lost 7. The lost children of Babylon and beyond. With my main man, Aurora Borealis, King Blazer.
777 kings in your face. We come from a place heaven reigns, a place for angels to sing. And as we walk to the star north of us,
that's not Aurora
Borealis.
No, that's
analyst from the mainstream fitter on the semi-sweet rock beats that creep. You in this deep state paralysis made it possible with the blades. King David blazed the unchoppable. The blade sharp. We have to keep moving like sharks, waiting for a challenge, never provoke. But we'll smoke and dismantle the scandalous. Once you try to step, you feel the talents. It's too late. Hey, Rue came through, blew in with this cape, and like Nate, dog, have to regulate some chosen ones. God's messengers hate none. Listen to Isaiah, refuting the truth. We wait in patience for God to water the seeds while we do these deeds and rebuke Satan. We the few. Hey, through. Rasulullah 7, the golden falcon. Aurora Borealis came through. With the light, we shed on the path.
Hip-hop disciple, the devil is my rival. Clutch of the Bible, lean like the Eiffel Tower of Pisa, now the people of Pisa. I appease God.
What'd you think of that, Priest?
Yo, it was initially dope. Soul came off. It was dope. I'm not sure about David Blazer.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if he's still playing games, and just let it out, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You got he turned something, like I knew it was going to get dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rasul is a tough act to follow, though, too.
Yeah.
Because he's
with the cannabis, like almost cutting. I gotta get him.
Very captivating, yes.
Yeah. Cannabis, like cutting your head, dead.
Rip your face off like an orange and eat the carnage.
Yeah, exactly. Excalibur, you be the next on the what he said? You be the next on the calendar. Shout out to Sue. Okay. Structure of a song, because it sounds like a freestyle together. Jay Blade, as far as Aurora, I don't know what he did.
The beat.
He did just the beat. Okay.
And the little ending.
Yeah, the little ending. All right. Start structuring songs and putting it together. Sue don't have to do anything. Sue's good, but if you're gonna be try to come with a hook, or if you're just gonna rhyme, I would say Blazer, it's time for you to get serious. It's been a while now. It's been a while, Blazer. You still making jokes with the mic. You got to get serious at some point and be like, okay, this is who I am. I'm not saying you don't have it, but just get it. Go back to it and say, no, this is not done yet.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Have the power to do that. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got a feature presentation. Today's feature presentation is by Crip Jesus.
What's feature presentation?
So it's outside of song promotions. Do you know what I mean?
So what's grand finale?
Grand finale is the last track that we normally play. That's also a feature presentation, but it's also the last feature presentation, which we do have a God finale tonight.
Okay. So what's God finale?
God finale is the ultimate one, but right now we're doing a feature presentation, which is somewhat more of a presentation within our within the network.
Okay, gotcha.
That the network's presenting out there. That's not so much of a song promotion.
Know
what I'm saying? I'm trying to copy TRL Live with Carson Daly. Okay, here we go. Crip Jesus. Hold up. I should probably turn the audio on.
You know what?
Here we go.
Crip Jesus. Crip Jesus. Amen.
Holy blue waters. So you gonna breathe?
Hey, I put this shit on my mama. I'm with this shit like Osama. I speak the truth like the Bible. Black and rich like Obama. Love the glick and go viral. I do this shit with my eyes closed. She blew my dick with her eyes closed. She gave me brains that my mind blown. I'm in a whole different time zone. Nigga in the no-fly zone. And the money tall like an Amazon. Send a box like I'm Amazon. Running laps on the Trapathon. Gun big, call it Megatron. Gun big, call it Megatron. Yeah, where I come from, it ain't no hope. Everybody on dope, everybody sell dope. All the hoes want a hoe, all the young niggas ride around town with a pole. When they all TTG, nigga tryna go. And they all fresh out, everybody on parole. It's the same old story everywhere nigga go. If you wanna get high, then we got it for low. Where I come from, it ain't no hope. Everybody on dope, everybody sell dope. All the hoes wanna hoe, all the young niggas ride around town with a pole. And they all TTG, nigga trying to go. And they all fresh out, everybody on parole. It's the same old story everywhere nigga go. If you wanna get high, then we got for the low. Hey, designing my building, my bitch bag. I talk so much shit, I need shit bags. She just buying shit that I been had. Yeah, let's go. Gulla, Geechee, Gulla, Geechee, Gulla, Geechee, Gulla, Geechee. Call me, you can't reach me. No, teachers couldn't teach me. No, preachers couldn't preach me. Neither. Why I think I'm Jesus? Oh, I'm Gulla, Geechee, Louisiana in my bloodline. Nigga, fuck one time. Nigga, fuck one time. Where I come from, it ain't no hope. Everybody on dope, everybody sell dope. All the hoes wanna hoe. All the young niggas run around town with a pole. When they all TTG, nigga tryna go. When they all fresh out, everybody on the road. Same old story everywhere nigga go. If you wanna get high, then we got feel love. Yeah, where I come from, it ain't no hope. Everybody on dope, everybody sell dope. All the hoes wanna hoe. All the young niggas run around town with a pole. When they all TTG, nigga tryna go.
Yo.
Damn.
One time. Hold up. What happened to my bomb? Yeah.
Is it off? Is it off?
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers
But the
is
bomb
not
not
like
going
you.
off.
It was.
Yeah. Well, turn it off.
Yo.
If you reboot it, it has to read.
I did.
It has to
It's
read.
not reading.
Yo.
Bombs out. Well, shout out to Crip Jesus. Bombs on that. I got an idea. Crip Jesus, Tony LK. It might be that the other joint. Let them float because they be surfing on the tracks, yo.
Trying to do like a project group.
Yeah, just not the whole project. It could be like 2 songs. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just let them flow. They both is royal priesthood, so they just float. They dancing on the track though. They just know how to dance. They just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Solo. If Solo say it's whatever you say.
Nah, he killed that. Nah, he killed the video. You know, I love the video. I love the song. You know what I mean? It's the modern day flow. Nobody, if you don't mess with the modern days, come on, man, we gotta come up with the times. So yeah, shout out to that. You know what I mean? Kurt Jesus killing it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Shorty in the video. I saw she tried to get jiggy with it, so heard her. You know what I mean? I enjoyed that. That was a good video too. You know, real talk.
Yeah. Good quality.
Yeah, I told you, cats will be stuck into like too old school, like my age group.
Yeah.
That's me.
And then they go, drill. On the floor.
Drill, yeah.
At YN playing,
but he's
playing drill.
But you see, that's what I'm saying. He spent knowledge in this zone.
Exactly.
That's the real talk.
Difference.
That's the real talk,
You
though.
set me up. You got me in this club. They playing drill.
Yeah, I know.
Bust out the back. And don't let auto-tune. We said about auto-tune last time. That's that's firecrackers. Auto-tune.
Oh yeah.
Like,
smoke bombs.
Yeah, that make cats around. That make their blood pressure go up and stuff. Like I can't have no auto-tune. You put auto-tune in my food. You gotta serenade it. But see, they dropping knowledge with it, which is dope. Fire.
Killing it.
Modern conscious.
Then we gotta fix my bomb is gone.
Oh yeah.
So wait, it's on. Does it show like it's loading?
Yeah, it's on. Look.
You check every button?
That's what run.
1, 2, 3, 4. Only one that works.
No.
Okay, ladies.
What is it? Nope, just these 2.
That's weird how that happened.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're just in time.
You had
It's Brother Glow. Brother Glow. It's the Brother Glow show. This is my Brother Glow show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're just in time for
I don't want to put this on this.
You had
Welcome to the Brother Glow show.
sensational. Away. Y'all know him. It's Brother.
They come in with my big afro, Jerry Curl.
Yeah.
Well, this is my Brother Glow show. It's gonna be on.
That's a whole album coming out too.
Yeah.
A lot of projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of voice to give Brother Glow.
Was that a Tyson voice?
That's the Mike Tyson.
Careful, we might have Tyson on the show.
Yeah.
It's very
You know I
possible.
go crazy, man. That's my favorite guy right there, man.
Love.
Greatest Mike Tyson. He built. Anytime Mike build, I'm there.
If Jake Paul can have him on his podcast, we can have him on our podcast.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get into it.
Okay.
And not to it, but to do it.
Yep.
Let's see. Are you
90K, baby.
Are you ready for the
Great, no. Yeah, let's do it.
God finale?
Let's do it. Shout out to was this Zodiac?
You already know.
Yes. Shout out to the great Zodiac. Can't wait.
Yep.
Crip Jesus. That was book bap. I like that. Instead of boom bap, book bap. Let's go. This it's my. Yo, let me say this about Zodiac. That owl joint is man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is one of my best stories ever. I love that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. 1 second. Here we go. So this is Moonstars.
Moonstars.
Zodiac, Killah Priest, Mustard Seed Z Mix.
Okay.
Hey.
Mustard Seed.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
The stoic silence of the oldest island begin to thaw, replaced by a growing comfort from endless wars. A sense of openness from the hopelessness of night terrors and war-torn. A culture hit on the tree of roots go down to hell. A vulture sits, its fruits are strange. Comfort is the enemy of change. That's Buddha slain. Ostentatious displays of masculinity, master identity, clashes of chemistry. Asked the ministry. They found ossuaries where Yasha was buried. Yale and Oxford is wealthy. That's where it's held in box with the steelies. Sensation-seeking journalists, selfish collectors, thieves and lit professors. Search for leads to hidden treasures. Forbidden fruit that Adam and Eve bitten together. Seductive promise, corrupt the conscience. Curse of the monstrous. A bomb nuclear launches. Dinosaurs extinct who instruct the comments. Destructive regardless. Buddha's twisted bamboo. The Messiah touch a carpet. Unspoken tension. Permeated the air. The sun show us vision. Made perfectly clear. The whole solar system. From days, months to years. Casting that over our tranquil existence. Joy and tears. The town's whispers grew louder. Weaving tales of a particular king of power. Deceived as well. Conversation in hush tones. Spoke of a clandestine underworld. King Tut's bones. The son of hell. Gray smoke filled the air. Created a nostalgic atmosphere. Contentment. Religious. In the quietude of recent years. A mysterious veil descended from the night upon the living. The sun dipped below the horizon. The streets took on a different shape altogether. Monopolizing luxury cars, sleek and expensive. Stealthy rolled through the winters. Criminal business with their wives and the fitness. Some took bribes, leads to a sentence. Some survived codependent, now they co-defendants. Exposed to witness through hopes and contradictions. Cellmates, ex-cons in prisons. Killers with long convictions. Addicts with strong addictions. Badges, they draw depictions. Priest and mystic, listen. My book fell apart when I touched it. Its pages turned back to a papyrus. Then went back to a tree, to a seed of a mustard.
Every day's a lesson, every moment is a plus degree. When I reached the door, I discovered that I was the key. Rules to the heavens so high, it's all under. And yo, I fit 1,000 nation libraries in one mustard seed. I planted planets in the soil, grew them in the thunder trees with lightning grants and stars as fruit. Second dances, sight enhancers follow, but the numbers lead my novel is too much to read. Arm wrestle gorillas, now they groveling in front of me. This knowledge from a honeybee, competition runs for me. Obviously, never went to college for my son degree. Thought I erased light when only darkness just remained immortal. When I raised light, I dusted him and it created soil. Snakes that call you raise the oil, praise the royal, slaves that toiled. My hand touched frozen water and it made it boil. Food inside my brain don't spoil, burning bronze. Word is bond, I flow like every word's upon a rose. Begun, I work my wand, I send a message out and every creature in the world responds. They send their delegates from every forest, birds and squirrels, swans. Have even made me say damn, leave it trying to weigh grams. Unison, I pulled through desert eagles from my waistband. I flew away as UV rays in heaven. I'm a made man who can cause free will and destiny. Shake hands, Definitely shape plans, trajectory remains grand. And even when they buried me, I effortlessly made jam. Fast, they couldn't tag me if they messaged me with spray cans. I made pie from a piece of a divine apple, eating in my mind castle. Frequently get time travel.
That's crazy.
How you do it? Chapel. All things are from the past. Every seat the time capsule. See that they get sign maps you. Diggities inside gravel. Creeping up behind grab you. Reason why my rhymes baffle. Much to the move star. And saying look how smooth he is. I'm something like a juice bar. They bishops all accuse me of removing all the blackness like a substance that star. Spirit free lyrically, I've come to take it too far. Few saw my feathers and they only saw a bird perching. Every culture, all they God spoke of me in first person. Zodiac, Satan got the yogis round the world searching. Mold me from the dirt merchant, holy with the earth circling. My physicals and sculpts and fastened from a fist of mud. The flow that made the mythic flood. Missile scud, sigil thug, the engineer who script my code and wrote it in magician's blood. Man, some ultra man that super secrets to the clock council. Be myself, even if the people in the box doubt you. Teleport, I beat myself. Seems that they forgot how to. We the ones that the deities on top bout you. Lyrics speak and slide out you. See your spirit pop out you. Beating me and not bout to. Sequences I drop wild you. Risk electrocution. Just a touch me call it shock value.
Yo.
Look at that. With the tiger in your video?
Yeah, I gotta hear that rhyme again.
A lesson, every moment is a plus degree. When I reached the door, I discovered that I was the key. Rules to the heavens so high, it's all under me.
I love that with the DeLorean.
Royal priesthood.
Yo, that looks crazy.
Monk.
This looks real as hell right there.
That's crazy.
Oh, he's about coming through the screen.
What?
Yo,
oh my
that's
God.
crazy.
Wait a minute, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, go ahead.
I'm gonna have to do a Now I Was Born on this one. Let me break there. That rhyme is crazy. Hold up. Yo, it's too much to digest. Yo, hold on. Let me see if I can grab on the one. Yo, he said plus degrees. Go up into the plus degrees, mustard seed. Yo, brother, Kai Zodiac. Yo, lyrically, my God, you went crazy on that track. Yo,
yeah.
It's an honor. It's a pleasure. Yo, listen, that could be a real remix.
It is. It's the Z-Mix.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
an official thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
exactly. I like that.
It's very appropriate.
I like that to take that just as the what's name and just put that out.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, AD.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can. It's
like
whatever you.
Tell him to get the real song.
He's listening right now.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we got to put that out. That's on a KP. That rhyme is crazy. I love it.
But yo,
that's a remix
his
to that.
Visuals are above all that I've seen.
Yeah.
Like the way it turned into a tiger.
Yeah, that's a lion.
The lion,
Yeah.
I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was really able to manipulate your other videos and integrate himself in them and all. But it looks clean.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
you know, the mind looks for errors. The mind automatically looks to. The mind is very critical, especially when we've seen so much.
Mm-hmm.
And with his videos are coming out more and more better, it's like it's nice to see. Like I'm seeing technology advance from my end. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It just looks good. It's very appropriate too, because you got to be qualified to create a collaboration with you.
Yeah,
and that's qualified.
Yeah, yo.
That's all I can say.
I know it's. I don't be wanting to pull out the pen just to do pinpoints. Cause it's so quick,
Yeah.
but there's a couple of lines he said that was crazy, yo.
Caught you.
Yo, that was fire. Solo.
I mean, there's nothing much more to say. I mean, Kai Zodiac kills it all the time. So shout outs to him. You know, you gotta catch it. You gotta focus on the video and his words. So you know, it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. because I'm looking at the video, but the lyrics, I'm like, plus degrees, something. Oh.
And then, yeah, the video is like a movie. It's like I'm watching a trailer to something. It's like crazy.
But it complements your lyricism also, Priest. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
in a way, you can hear how he's also inspired by you.
Oh man!
But it complements you so well with
that's the
with
biggest inspiration I ever.
flow patterns. Absolutely.
That's because you know what? That's a lyrics. You can hear it, and like I said many times, I said he's going into monkinism, like the way he write and formulate, paint his pictures. Yo, ain't nobody's touching Kyle Zodiac pen right now.
Well, he's also a fixed sign like you, because you represent the middle of summer. He represents the middle of spring.
It's perfect.
So you both are spring and summer. You know what I'm saying? That's more New
work.
Jerusalem.
They gotta get more work in, yo. I know Crip Jesus said so many bars. His joint is like, sometimes next time I'm not gonna look at the video because I like to just listen to him.
You gotta watch the video too.
I know, because he got dope in that too.
It's all correlated.
And it's not the way he does the video. Like, did I do was that an outtake? How did he catch that? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
captivated.
I know he has a team.
Yeah,
he's got to be working with a team because there's so much happening at once there.
Man, oh man, yo, that concludes. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, my bomb is going.
You had the bombs going for a minute.
Oh. This one and this one.
So the files all of a sudden
an
stop
unnatural
working?
allegiance. You having an unnatural allegiance.
There's just 3 working right now.
I'll check it out after the show.
Probably, yeah.
Yo, that was amazing.
No, was
the mouth talk.
Real quick, was this an actual set,
Yeah.
or are you on a green screen right now?
Nah. Oh no.
I can't. You won't tell me?
Nah, that was an actual.
That's
set.
an actual set, huh?
Yeah, I was walking down there.
Because you can also, replicate this with a green screen.
Nah, that was an actual set.
But that's an actual set.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we went to a else location where they have all that stuff.
Fire.
Shout out to Keep Your Joy, man. We're gonna be working again. Man, that's Braxis. Crazy. Braxis 2 on the way. That was amazing.
Amazing.
I might have to, yeah, you know what? I'm thinking of something. Yeah, that'd be dope for the album. Or
you're strategizing.
Talk to Purpose.
Preach is strategizing live on air.
Yep. That was fire. Michael Jackson's Scream. Yeah. Yep. What's the name? Parliament. Yep. Yo, man. Like I said, we keep getting, shout out to Underland Fortress. Keep getting better and better, man. Everybody's elevating. The pen game is crazy right now. Crown loads. You know what I'm saying? So we crown loading. We're getting music. Solo Jim's getting his flowers, building. Anime. It's been a great show, man. Yeah. About that time.
That's what's up.
Yeah. All right, y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through. Killah Priest Podcraft. We'll be here next time on Sunday. With that, I can't even do my.
I'll have to fix that.
No bombs.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is rare. I mean, it's winter time, I'm seeing bears, fruits on the tree, and there's snow everywhere. I'm hiking towards a cave north. I'm seeing day owls and day hawks. I walk some miles trying to stay course. Oh wow, tunnel sound. I see lightning in the clouds. Then I get this feeling like I'm feeling way off. A ladder comes down. A chief slide towards me with his tribe. They call him Brave Horse. He said, come with me inside. Please let me be your guide. Don't try to hide. I can read your thoughts. I hesitated. He debated. I'll leave it up to you to decide. Then I felt this force. It lifted me off the ground. We begin to glide. The transport into the courts. Heavenly bodies, the celestial court. Their regalia resembled the 24 elders, the fortune tellers that invented the nebula, the beginning and the ending of forever. They all were feathered. They showed me peace and wars of terror. Corrupt police, all these things I saw in the mirror. Bodies deceased and the kings that fall in their era. Hold up, I said I know what this means. His face morphed into a bull, his back and folded 6 wings. Whoa, then came 3 more animals, a lion, man, and eagle, but they talk like they're human beings. Wait, are we in a UFO? Yes, we'll travel other realms as soon as you let go. Your terrestrial material cannot come. Our journey is behind your sun to revisit the shining ones. I told them I took pills to control my symptoms of the solar system, my whole existence. To know remembrance to my body, a light vehicle inside a rainbow ascension. Angels would glisten like a fruit salad of true knowledge. Their aura was like the aurora borealis. We see your disorder, you need balance. Myself tortured, then they silenced. One touched my forehead, welcome to true science, your celestial challenge. I felt numb, I start blinking, my mind thinking of all the drinking. I wasn't famous, just an alcoholic tainted. Yeah, I fixed that. There's other things that I've done, it's just to get back. I'm starting to fade out, the room is cold. I saw their windows was pitch black, my eyes closed. I felt the wind blow, serotonin start to flow. They asked me of dates and moments I didn't know. I seen huts and tribes of Igbos, and I seen tents and stuff and lives on Skid Row. The dopamine was like a flowing stream. I saw my life like sitting in a theater, open screen. But every minute my body would twitch like shots of caffeine. I see myself making historical music during the vaccines. Started a Podcraft, men of the future, gods from the past. They're writing down, observing me through a large glass. Revisit childhood trauma. I love you, mama, dad. Nowadays the karma come back fast. Oh man, I called myself unworthy. The slave generation cursed me. I hope we make it to the sun early. From dark matter, sparks my GABA. All coming when I saw the craft ladder. No longer feeling deprived, I feel alive. Did they come from the waters or the sky? In the twilight hours, in the shadows beyond dusk, listed like Bibles and the books that imams touch. You could be the Tesla or the next Elon Musk. Name would be forever all blessed when Qurans discuss. Craft ladder.